As always, Amanda, and we are posted up and broadcasting live from Mulvane, Kansas, upon the footprint of Mulvane High School, home of the Wildcats, as it is night number 2, game number 2 of the 2024 Circle T-Bird Classic. Labette County played Circle at home just a couple nights ago, and now they find themselves 2.5 hours out in the boonies taking on the Wildcats in the second night of the T-Bird Classic. Jack Leake, along with Jack Leake, happy to be with you. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball. We'll jump right in, a little bit more limited on time tonight, just 5 minutes until tip-off. The Lady Grizzlies are 2-0 on the season, Dad, and have looked in mid-season form early on this season. They're going to be short another Grizzly tonight. Yes. Jaden Davis on top of Kinsley Boss out tonight. Good to learn early, but you hate that it comes at the expense of an injury.
Yeah, for sure. And so our fingers are crossed that this injury is going to heal up and she'll be good to go like Saturday. So is it her knee that's tweaked a little bit? They're going to.
Yes, and I was informed that she'll be out this week.
Okay.
Won't play in the tournament. Now, could I be wrong? Yes. But that's what I know as of right now.
Right.
And, we'll see. We start league play next week. We don't want to rush anything.
Right.
But, yeah, certainly hope one of our best players is okay.
Yeah, she does so much for us, of course, offensively and defensively, and has just always been one of the harder workers and on the inside game. So, but if we can try to spin this at all, we'll get some more of these younger girls that have done such a great job for us already. Kaylin McCoy and, of course, Amory Baker and some of those that have battled down low will certainly have to pick up a lot of extra minutes the next couple games. So hopefully we'll just get them seasoned, and this will end up being a positive for us, especially if we can get her back healthy.
Labette County, on top of that, is taking on, at least maybe on paper, their best opponent of the season. But I will say this. I think the Frontenac girls team is okay. I think the Circle girls team is pretty good. I mean, I think that they seem more like a mature, seasoned squad, had some physicality about them. That was a better win on Tuesday night than we think right now. But here in a month looking back, that could have been a good Circle team that we beat pretty handily. However, this might be looking to be their toughest opponent of this young season. Mulvane beat us at home a year ago in one of our worst losses of the season. Didn't play well at all. Mulvane came in and hit shots and did what they needed to do to win, and they bring back a few familiar faces that were on that team, and now we're on their turf with a couple players out. So we'll see what should take place tonight, but a good opponent in Mulvane. I don't know if you remember that game last year.
Oh, I do, yes, and we talked about it on the way over, so hey, that's fine. After the first 2 games I've seen with these girls of ours and our defense and press, I'm excited. I'm ready. I feel confident right now that we'll win. I mean, I understand it's early in the season, but that's just how I feel about this team. So, yeah, either way, this will be a really good evening for us, and this tournament's really, I think, good for us, too, this early in the season. So
that game against Mulvane last year was only lost by 2 points, 46-44, with 26 of our 44 points coming from players that we no longer have on the team due to graduation. Just 2 minutes until tip-off. Lady Grizzlies looking to stay perfect and move on to 3-0 on the season. As they warm up to our left, Mulvane warms up to our right. The band gets set to begin their thing as the varsity games are set to take place. Again, this is the Tank Connection pregame show of Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball. We're going to take our first step aside from the broadcast. It'll be 30 seconds long, and we'll be back with starters and tip-off. Welcome back, Grizzly fans. Starters. Okay, they are doing the national anthem. Usually it's just before the boys' game. Let's go ahead and take another 2-minute break on KLKC. Starters being rattled off by the PA announcer below us here in Mulvane, Kansas. We will start with Labette County. The starting 5 tonight for the Grizzlies is number 13, a 5'5 junior, Amelia Carnahan. Number 14, a 5'9 senior, Aubrey Boss. Number 21, a 5'9 senior, Madison Bevins. Number 23, a 5'8 senior, Landry O'Brien. And number 40, a 5'8 junior, Amory Baker. She did well on Tuesday night. Amory did good things, especially in that first half. For Mulvane, the home team, they beat us a year ago at home by 2 points. Number 3, a 5'5 senior, Olivia Ellis. Number 10, a 5'2 senior, Kiara Kane. Number 15, a 5'5 junior, Kylie Schwenke. Number 30, a 5'7 senior, Riley Deeker. And number 35, a 5'8 senior, Reese Lazier. So Mulvane starts 4 seniors and a junior in Labette County. While they're not all necessarily underclassmen, it's new faces from last year and your short Kinsley Boss for maybe the season and Jaden Davis on top of that for tonight. So a task that might look tall, but man, these Grizzlies have played hard, and I'll put them up against anybody.
Yeah, I will too, and I'll tell you, they sure don't look like
no,
they haven't started last couple years or whatever. So yeah, let's. I'm ready to get the game going and just turn up the heat like we do.
It's early in the season, but yeah, they're clicking like it's been these 5 for 4 years. Aubrey Boss is going to be the one jumping away at center court. Ball goes in the air, and it's tipped on the deck. Mulvane picks it up on this side of half court, thrown back on the other side. And here we go. Wildcats start with the ball to begin tonight's contest. Looks like their point guard running the ship is Kane, and the senior pitches it to the far side. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the first possession of the ball game. Both these teams 2-0 on the season and looking to stay perfect in the season as well as the T-Bird Classic. Pitch to the right corner, now to the top. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah. And an illegal screen going the other way is followed by a Landry O'Brien shout of joy.
Well, I tell you, up to that point, they had no look, no shot. We defended well in the man-to-man defense, so so far so good.
Goes on Schwanke, the first foul of the contest. Labette County will start with the ball for the first time tonight in the hands of Aubrey Boss. Furthering to the corner goes Amelia Carnahan. Looks like man-to-man defense for the Wildcats. Head coach Nicole Pichel. Deep right wing Carnahan in front of the only 7 Wildcat students in the student section right now. Landry gets to the cup, shoots, and barely missed the and one chance, but she'll settle for 2 free throws, and the foul goes on Olivia Ellis, her first and the team's second.
Yeah, that's trademark Landry O'Brien right there. Got the ball and a good kick out and immediately penetrated and drew the foul.
Landry's first free throw is a pure swish. She's been pretty turned up here early, real excited after the illegal screen and got to the rim and fouled on our first offensive try. And the senior, wearing pink shoes tonight and number 23 as always, puts up a second pure swish. 2-0 good guys, 60 seconds into the contest. Pass nearly intercepted by Bevins. She's got a few of those, and Boss furthers it, picks it off. Up ahead, Bevins. Unselfish pass, layup, perfect. 4-0 Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was a well play there and created a turnover and a good lay-in by Bevins, so good start.
Mulvane moves into the teeth of the D, and it's chomped down on hard as the basketball. Jump ball should go to Labette. You betcha.
Well, I'll tell you, so far things are looking up. So let's just keep the pressure on, keep defending well, and I think we'll be in good shape.
That press has been lethal. It's looked perfect.
Yeah, it's not just that we're quick, we're running it well too. Everyone's shifting where they need to be.
Right, at the right time. Jumping, passing lanes, all those things. Carnahan, short corner drive. She loves to do that and turns it over as she steps out of bounds. A tough place to pick to drive because the baseline acts as a third defender, as most teams trap her when she goes there.
Yeah, and she thought if she could squeeze in there sometimes, there's so many passing lanes you can kind of open up as you go underneath the basket. But, yeah, just got a little tiptoe there on the sideline.
Brittany Peschel checks in for Schwanke for the Lady Wildcats. Here's Peschel, fresh into the game, and fresh into the paint goes her pass. Shot is missed. Boss didn't leave her feet, but got the board anyways. How about that? Pass up ahead to the point guard, number 13, the junior. Amelia Carnahan gets downhill on Pichel, and her pass is batted right back to herself, but she finds O'Brien, her intended target. Good ball movement. Bevins will let a 3 rip. Missed it strong off the glass, then the rim. Rebound Pichel. She's making her presence felt early. Lady Wildcats in their home white uniforms. Labette County in their road reds. Pass inside, tipped by O'Brien, stolen by Baker. 5:50 first quarter, 4-0 Grizzlies. What a dime. Bevins underneath, looking for her 4th point and missed it. Baker is there, goes up with no call, trying to save it as Boss, and she does. Non-stop again, O'Brien for 3. Bingo! I need to breathe for a second.
Yes, our floor leader. And I remember the other night that when Landry was out, it was just a good opportunity for the rest of those girls to gel together and run it without what I call our floor leader out there. So that was a really good possession.
7-0 Grizzlies to start the game. Mulvane looking for a good look. Here's a deep 3 on the left wing, and it's bottomed out by Kane for the first bucket for the home team.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. That ball had good rotation on it, so that was well played.
Labette County already underneath to Baker, who scores it. Timeout Mulvane. Coach Peschel stands back about 5 yards from the bench, eyes down her Wildcats, and starts to rip into them. We'll be back in 1 minute. 9-3 Grizzlies on KLKC.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
9-3 Lady Grizzlies here in Mulvane, Kansas, a team they lost to a year ago at home, wanting some revenge here. And Boss is going to try to get a steal for Labette County, force a jump ball that stays with Mulvane.
It's just nonstop. There's red jerseys everywhere they turn. We really have them on their heels. So, and it's clean. There's no silly, slappy fouls right now. We're just everywhere.
Whether Labette County loses 2 games this year or 10, they're probably not going to get outworked in any game. And on top of that, we don't do a lot wrong as far as essentials. They defend cleanly. They run offense wisely. So should be a fun year here and a good game below us. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Pichelle puts up a 3 and rattled it home. Saved by Pichelle. 9-6 Grizzlies, 4:20 first quarter.
I tell you, the 2 open shots, the 2 times we haven't been on them, they've made them. So looks to me like we need to be in their face.
Carnahan off the skip pass, given 5 feet, she'll rip it. Barely missed it off the heel of the rim. I like to see her shoot that though, and a near carry on Mulvane, but instead of dribbling, Lazier passed it off.
Yeah, I like that shot too from Millie. We need her to do that all the time.
Mulvane misses a lay-in. Another jump ball coming in shortly. This one will go to Labette County. The Grizzlies working the floor right to left as we view the hardwood. That's kind of a darker, richer orange-colored wood. Really pretty floor here. And Mulvane working the floor left to right, of course. Anna Cantrell checked in for Labette County in place of Aubrey Boss. And they're going to say that ball went off of Bevan's knee. Turnover Labette County. 9-6 Labette County, 3:40 first quarter.
Yep, that was just kind of a dribble off the side of the leg, and then out it went. So that's turnover on us.
Labette County yet to have a successful offensive possession after the Mulvane timeout. A missed travel by the officials. Labette County's got to recover. Good move by Pichelle. Her second 3 of the game ties it.
Okay, well, this is a game in which we have dominated other than 3 shots, and there's the great equalizers, tie game.
Brittany Pichelle didn't start in this game and has 6 points and just tied this contest. Landry tries to break the tie and breaks the bottom of the nylon from 3.
Goodness, that was a Tristan Gegg shot there. That was out there.
Anna Cantrell.
And that's a compliment, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Any reference from Tristan Gegg,
in Labette County,
playing basketball, that is a compliment.
That's tall cotton, that's right.
12-9 the score. There have been 5 3-pointers made in this contest, 3 from Mulvane, all their points from beyond the green-colored 3-point line. And Labette County has 2 from Landry O'Brien. Landry tries to get a steal, no foul called on the effort, and a drive here from Mulvane into the paint is kicked to the corner. Vollmer yells to close out, and they do so perfectly. The back door isn't there, and a travel's called on Ellis. Turnover Mulvane.
That was nice. There was no one left open. We were everywhere again, and we just kept them constantly looking for the next place to pass the ball. Good possession.
2:35 first quarter, 12-9 Labette County. Landry O'Brien has 8 of Labette County's 12 points. Cantrell dumps it to Baker. Swing pass, Carnahan, Landry, swing pass corner, head fakes the 3, drives, she's going to shoot. No, it's a pass to Boss underneath. The extra, Carnahan squares up from deep. Strong, long board, Cantrell, Labette County keeps it alive. O'Brien might want another, drives, floater, off, rebound Mulvane.
You know, that was a really good possession. We didn't score, but the only thing I would change, I'd have Aubrey shoot that ball under there every time she gets it.
Pichelle with another drive and score. She's got 8. Landry O'Brien and Peschel with 16 of the 23 points that have been scored here below us. Carnahan, a long 2 is fouled and almost scored it. You don't see many and ones from 16 feet, but Amelia Carnahan almost made one happen.
I like how she's playing tonight. She's letting it go. I just feel her continuing to pick up her confidence, and so that's a good thing for us.
Millie's first free throw is up and good. Labette County 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Madison Bevins checks in for Baker. And Keely Good is set to check in, I would assume, for Amelia Carnahan, should she make the free throw. And it is strong, no good. Teardrops off the orange rim. Labette County's lead is 2 with 1:45 left in the first quarter. And the foul for Mulvane, by the way, was on Lazier, her first and the team's third. Labette County hasn't fouled this quarter. Here's a ball poked out, and Keely Good does come in for Carnahan.
Yeah, you give her a chance to sit down, get her legs under, catch her win, and Keely will give us some really good minutes.
13-11 the score, 90 seconds first quarter. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Another three-pointer's put up. Hits the rim, goes 6 feet in the air, and misses down into the hands of O'Brien.
That was a little better guarded shot there, so we're going to have to be that way tonight.
Landry drives, misses the floater, barely. Rebound Mulvane. Boss tries to sniff out the steal, and probably a good foul call there on Aubrey Boss.
Yeah, the girl, see who that was. 15 didn't feel her coming, so thought we might get a steal there, but yeah, I think that was a slap.
Kaylin McCoy is going to check in for Aubrey Boss. Again, this team without Jaden Davis tonight. And for those that are new to the program, maybe Kinsley Boss has been out for a while with, or all season with a knee injury. So Kaylin McCoy's been great though this season.
She sure has.
Skip pass goes to Schwenke. The extra comes to the near side. Ellis, right to the paint they go. McCoy blocks it. Rebound Bevins with 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Labette County clinging to a 2-point advantage.
Defended that perfectly. Kaylin just stood there straight up, and she's tall enough to create issues for the shot inside. That was well done.
2-3 zone for Mulvane. Good. Pitches it to Cantrell. Good ball movement. Bevins, jumper. Missed it strong. McCoy tries to fight, tries to scrap, and a jump ball's going to be whistled a little early. McCoy was a millisecond from ripping that away from Mulvane.
Yeah, that was well played. And really the only thing I want to see is I want to see Anna Cantrell when she catches the ball to give herself a chance or look at the shot. She's so unselfish. She quickly wants to get it passed off, and she's a good shooter.
17 seconds, Mulvane for the tie. Blocked again by McCoy. 2 blocks for the freshman on the first 2 defensive possessions. 9 seconds left in the quarter. Cantrell got caught kind of jumping and turned it over, but Carnahan steals it back, and then she's bailed out by a foul. With 3.5 seconds left. That's Mulvane's 4th as a team, so no free throws for Labette County.
Yeah, that was a good anticipation there by Carnahan. She saw that pass coming and jumped it. Now we have a chance to score here.
Neither team's really scored for a little bit, it feels like. 3.5 seconds left. Goes into Good. 2 seconds, and she'll have it stolen by Peschel, and they won't quite get a shot off. So at the end of 1, Labette County 13, Mulvane 11. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Lady Grizzly Basketball on KLKC.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Labette County will start with the basketball to begin the second quarter of play. It was a fun one, a first quarter in which Labette County won it by 2 points. Landry wants another 3, looked good almost to the bucket, and it's rebounded by Boss, who missed the lay-in, and Mulvane gets the rebound. Long pass, they're out and running left to right. Ellis tracks it down in the corner. Labette County struggled in some of those bunny finishes this year.
Yeah, we need those. We get those little 2-footers. We need to make most all of those.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Peschel Her mom, I'm assuming the coach, tells them to get going. 7 seconds to the corner, another three. Air ball deep. Shot clock should keep going. 2 seconds. Here's a three at the buzzer, the shot clock, and it's missed.
Yep.
And Labette County didn't quite understand, and Pichelle's probably going to miss this one, as I was going to say.
Yeah.
Rebounded by Labette County.
Yeah, that was a clumsy little moment for us in that shot clock. That's something we'll get better at.
Landry
How was
O'Brien faked a pass to the corner, got her man to bite, and scored it with ease. Landry has 10 points.
Yeah, and we need a jump start like that to get some turnovers and a few quick buckets here.
Aubrey Boss picked up her second personal foul.
Yeah, once in a while she'll get a little reachy. She moves her body so well she doesn't have to do that, but she just tries to poke it away. And again, even if you don't hit the arm, that looks like a foul to the ref a lot of the times.
Right. 15-11, Labette County. This Mulvane team has 3 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer. They airball another three, and it goes right into the palms of Kane. Airballs and bricks are hard to rebound sometimes. 6:30 left in the half, 22 seconds left on the shot clock. To the left side, Peschel. She's got 8 points, drives. She's an athlete. Didn't start tonight, but is one of their better scorers. Ellis picks it up. Call play is in from their coach with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Still beyond the arc is this Mulvane offense with the basketball. Still to get inside the arc. 3 seconds off the screen. Good defense. Air ball, shot clock violation.
Yeah,
That's
wow,
good defense.
That was well played. And this little team, yeah, they're wanting to get some long shots off on us. So, boy, we were everywhere on that possession.
15-11 is the score. Labette County in front. 6 minutes left in the quarter, and a jump ball is going to be called here, going Mulvane's direction.
Yeah, had just a little mix up there on the pass, and so that's okay. Now we have to defend.
15-11 the score again, 5:50 first half. Mulvane left to right with the basketball, right in front of Labette County's bench. Holding it is Lazier. Double team. Landry picks off the pass. Hard to pass out of a trap.
It is, and Landry saw it coming and stayed just half a step out of the way till the ball was passed.
Landry near travel, was able to keep it down. Skip past Carnahan. How about a three? Missed it barely again. She's going to get some to fall.
She is, and then they'll come in buckets for her.
Rebound.
Defend.
Mulvane. Peschel to the paint. Could have kept it and shot a layup, but unselfishly passed it. Ellis at the top to the paint. She'll try to shoot it, but lose it.
Yes.
And Carnahan with a steal.
Yep.
Outlet to Cantrell.
Well defended there, and Millie really read that pass too. That's awesome.
Pass to Cantrell underneath, and a foul is going to be called upon the head of the Lady Wildcat, Hallie Inslee, the freshman. And our freshman, Kaylin McCoy, checks in for Landry O'Brien.
I saw Anna Cantrell get a little bit aggressive there. That was a good sign. Really fought for the ball in that possession.
Cantrell in the corner, Carnahan on the cut now. Ball on the right side of the floor. They're looking for the dump down, little high for McCoy, but good fortune. Lost out of bounds by the interceptor, Inslee. And Mulvane has been scoreless for a long time, but Labette County hasn't scored the ball well either. Landry O'Brien checks in for Amelia Carnahan.
Well, we're one of those teams. Here in a minute we'll go on an 8-0, 9-0 run, something like that. So, yeah, the basket has a lid on it right now, but I look for it to get cracked open here pretty quick.
Labette County's 4 players off the inbounder on the blocks and the elbows, kind of forming a box. Landry's going to be the inbounder. Mulvane in a 2-3 zone. Ball goes into Baker. Landry comes to collect it like a quarterback handing it off to a running back, and Landry is fouled going up to pass, I think they're going to say. So Labette County will get another chance to inbounds here.
That's so good that we have some players that can do that and do that, the way she penetrates, and that just creates fouls and plays all night long. So hope she keeps that up.
Baker the inbounder this time, perhaps a different set, and they'll just have to go to the safety outlet, Cantrell. Landry on the back door. McCoy doesn't shoot it, but Baker will, and Baker will miss it. Rebounded easily by Ellis in the corner.
Not a bad possession, maybe one too many passes there. A couple girls passed up some shots underneath the basket, I thought.
A lot of unselfishness on this team, which is a great thing, but in some ways can hurt you a little. Here's a missed three-pointer rebounded by O'Brien. I guess I should say timely unselfishness is what you want.
That's well said, yes.
Or timely selfishness, I don't know. Here's Bevins on the block, a turn and give to Cantrell. Might have went off of our Grizzly, and no, it did not. It'll stay with Mulvane. And Keely Good comes in for Anna Cantrell for Mulvane. Kylie Schwenke will check in for her teammate, Ellis. Been scoreless for a while, almost halfway through the second quarter. Labette County by 4 with 4 minutes left in that second quarter. Pass to the paint goes to O'Brien. Not much room. Forces a shot, forces another, and draws the foul. Taking it upon herself to manifest points, and she'll try to do that from the line.
Yeah, she just stayed with it because it looked like she got fouled on that first shot, but she just hung in there, got it again, and went right back into the jaws of it and drew the foul again.
Landry's first free throw's good. Creeps over the front of the rim. She's 3 for 3 from the stripe and has 11 points out of Labette County's 16. Madison Bevins checks out. Looks like Millie Carnahan came in for her.
Yeah, we could sure use good free throw shooting, so that's good to see.
Second free throw is a swish for Landry. She's got a dozen. 17-11. A big 4 minutes for both teams. Kick out. Peschel. Good look. Missed it. She's a good shooter, though. McCoy nearly fouled on the rebound. Takes a dribble and finds Good. Her pass is intercepted by Peschel. She'll get to the rim and make the layup.
Yeah, she's a quick little player. She's a good athlete. Gotta give her credit for that possession right there.
3:30 left in the half now. Labette County by 4. Landry, not contested, pulls the trigger, missed it strong. Baker's there to fight, Baker's there to win, and then so's Peschel. She'll steal it. Man, she's a good player.
Yep, steps back and just, again, jumps those passes and sees them coming.
Peschel on a handoff right in front of Coach Vollmer's bench. Assisted by Madison Evans and Heather Wilson. 3 minutes left in the half. Here's Landry with the steal, right to left, out and running. Layup, good. Right when she picked it, Coach Peschel from Mulvane turned around in disgust. Labette County's got to get back, though. A head fake and drive. A tough jumper's missed, and Labette County should get this board, and it's going to be a jump, and it will be Labette County's ball.
Well, I tell you, we've got bodies all over the place. Both teams playing hard right now, so this has been fun to watch so far. We're a team that scores a lot of points in transitions and presses, so that's normally how we kind of get our motor going. So hopefully we can kind of go on a run here.
A good timeout, I think, by Coach Vollmer. Her first of the game. Labette County leads by 6 with 2:40 left. I feel like we're kind of close. It feels like our other 2 games, to be honest. It feels like if you had to pick a team that's going to win by 12, you'd pick Labette County. It just hasn't happened yet. And that's how the first 2 games went exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see how tonight develops, though. We had a lead on these guys last year and lost to them at home. So we'll keep it here. Thank a few sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Tank Connection, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, the Bartlett's Co-op, and Labette Center for Mental Health Services. Labette County leads by 6 with 2:40 left in the first half here in the second game of the T-Bird Classic, a tournament in which they were a point differential away from winning last year. They went 2-1 in the tournament. 3-0 would either win it or tie for the win.
Right, yeah.
So Labette County taking it a game at a time. They inbound the basketball, and the 2.5 minutes melts away here in the first half with Labette County up by 6. Landry's been terrific. Comes to get the ball and stands at the volleyball stripe, defended tightly by Ellis, senior on senior. Pitch to Carnahan, a screen for O'Brien, skip past Bevins, good ball movement, hot potato here. Carnahan with 5 seconds on the shot clock, got to reverse the ball, they do. Landry, good pass, Baker at the buzzer shot clock, hits the rim, and she could have still got that rebound, but I think the shot clock confuses some girls sometimes.
Maybe so, yeah, and again, this is something we're just going to figure out like everybody else as the year goes on, but she shot that left-handed as she spun
Oh, she
that.
did. Peschel underneath with a tough angle at the basket, misses it. Bevins didn't feel Peschel getting back for D, but she's able to keep it. Carnahan at the top. Landry calls for it. Left side. Working on her man. Bounce past Carnahan. Given room and will fire. Given room and will hit.
Yep.
Right after she hits it, she kind of sagged like finally, and Labette County leads by 9.
Every time she shoots, I just feel
Yeah.
it going in, so I'm surprised when it doesn't. So I'm glad that one did.
Labette County's defense working hard in the trap, but now they got to get back. They create the numbers advantage again, and we're in the half court. 22-13 Labette County, a minute 10 first half. Well officiated game, not many stoppages of play. Peschel rotates it around the horn, left side. A two-pointer from my angle it looked, is airballed nonetheless. Rebound O'Brien. A big minute here. Labette County with the chance to bust it. Cantrell to the corner to Baker. Landry given some room, head fakes, gets her man, pulls up from a 12, bricked it. Rebound fought for, won by Peschel.
Yeah, that was a pretty good possession there, and Peschel just created some obstacles for her. She's a good little player. She's a freshman.
I'll look in a moment. Here's a shot. Looked like it might have been contested and tipped, and Labette County can hold for one shot if they would like to. Peschel is indeed a freshman. Here's Carnahan on the left side. Labette County perhaps wanting to hold for one shot. Coach Vollmer tells Landry to come get it, and here we go. Labette County up by 9. They've held Mulvane to 2 points this half. Landry's been terrific. 5 seconds in the half. 4 seconds. Landry's going to be the one. No, she'll pitch it. Bevins at the buzzer. Missed it off the left heel. A good look, though.
Yep.
Your halftime score, Labette County 22, Mulvane 13. Landry O'Brien has 14 of her team's 22 points. How about that bowl of Landry O's? We will be back in, let's go, 3 minutes with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans. Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray are bringing you tonight's halftime show. Your halftime score, Labette County Lady Grizzlies lead Mulvane 22-13. Really feels like a game where it could be 11 or 13 or a 15-point halftime lead. But, you know, Mulvane did things in stretches to keep Labette County limited offensively. But, again, a couple missed bunnies from being up more. But Mulvane hit shots when they needed to in that first quarter. But, Labette County held Mulvane to 2 second-quarter points.
Okay.
So I'm sure Mulvane indirectly is happy they're only down 9.
Yeah, maybe so. And early on in that game, it felt I kind of thought we were going to run away with it early, and then Mulvane kind of maintained, you know, their poise and hit a few shots. I mean, they could shoot if they're open.
Yeah.
And but then where we're sitting right now, I feel real good about this. I know we'll continue to defend and press, so that won't change. That's what I like about having a team with such good defense. That's not going to change. I mean, you can always get hot offensively or be cold, but defensively we'll keep the pressure on. So, and I think we'll continue to get them wore down and score some transition points. So I look for a good second half out of us.
Halftime leads can be over-exaggerated a lot, I feel like, you know. Oh, we're only up 9, we could be up 15. Well, yeah, that could be significant, but after the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, you know, that's where it's pretty telling, because it's either going to be kind of in reach or not really for Mulvane or whoever. So halftime leads can be overstated sometimes, but Labette County's in a good spot to have a good chance later on in this game. Got to come out playing well early. Halftime stats for you. Labette County had 4 different scorers. Landry O'Brien had 14 of the 22 points, backed up by the help of Amelia Carnahan with 4, and Madison Bevins and Amory Baker each with 2. For Mulvane, they had just 2 players score the basketball. The freshman, Peschel, had 10, had 8 in the first quarter, and Kane hit a 3-pointer early in the first quarter. I don't know when Peschel scored that bucket for Mulvane in the second quarter, but it was their first points in a long time. My point is, 11 of their 13 points came quickly, early.
Yeah.
I mean, after the first 5 minutes of the first quarter, their last 11 minutes of the half, they did nothing offensively.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily realize that until you kind of mentioned it, but yeah, that's right. And that Peschel, I agree, freshman, she's a good defender. She's quick. She can handle the ball, good shooter. So she's going to be awfully good for Mulvane the next 3 years. Well, this year too. So, so good for her, good for them on that part. But yeah, all I can chalk it up to is that our defense just continued to just pressure, and I'm sure Coach Ballmer in one of those timeouts talked about because there for a while we were leaving them open, and that's when they made those buckets, and something changed because we've really contested pretty much every shot since then, it seems like.
Other games in this Circle Thunderbird Classic tonight, and we'll get scores from the other games that happened on Tuesday, but tonight the matchups are the SEK teams travel. On Tuesday, we all 3 hosted. Tonight, Independence, Parsons, and Labette all on the road. It's Indy at Circle, Parsons at Collegiate, and here before us, Labette County, of course, at Mulvane. Again, this is the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, and there's moments where I don't forget that we still have Jaden Davis and Kinsley Boss. Trust me, I'll remember that. But this team's deep.
Yeah.
You know, even with them out, there aren't very many flaws, I'll say. It'd be great to have them, but still the mistakes in the play feels still extremely competitive.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and but yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, we always want our full complement of players healthy. But if you try, like we said earlier, if you try to find a shiny glimmer on the cloud or whatever, it's that some of our other girls are getting an opportunity to step up, and they are stepping up. So we'll look at it that way. This is a good opportunity for these kids to get out there and play a lot of minutes competitively in a game and just watch them grow.
2 minutes until the start of the second half. We'll step aside for 1 minute and come back with some scores from Tuesday night's girls matchups. Welcome back, Grizzly fans, to the final bleeding seconds of the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Probably not the best way to introduce the sponsor of our halftime show. Welcome back to the bleeding seconds of our Eye Care halftime show. Sorry, Wayne, but
Yeah,
try to be kind of
that's good for business.
analogy-ridden in my talking, as a broadcaster. Kind of bit me there, but you will not bleed if you go to Eye Care Associates of Parsons. I'll promise you that. 22-13 is your halftime score. Lady Grizzlies in front of Mulvane. On Tuesday night, Circle went to Labette County, and our Grizzlies got them 43-30. Mulvane, this Lady Wildcats team, went to Parsons and beat the Lady Vikes 49-30. I'm still waiting to hear back on what the score was for the Collegiate and Independence girls game on Tuesday, as that one was not uploaded on Max Preps yet, but I have a text out that's going to find the score out of that game. But we'll get that to you in due time. Here we go, second half underway. And getting the starting nod in the second half is that freshman for 'em, Brittany Peschel. Three-point shot is up for Mulvane and off the backboard, no good. The rebound's on the deck and tipped out by Landry O'Brien. Some rebounds have been like grabbing a bar of soap for us in this one.
Yeah, and if you watch Landry when she's guarding that Peschel, she's already picked up on the fact that she doesn't want to dribble left-handed. And watch how she guards her coming up the floor. She makes her go left.
Here's a good inbounds play that leads to 2 points for Deeker to begin the second half for Mulvane, only down 7.
Yeah, we're going to have to continue to defend well and score and chip away.
Landry with
Nice.
a great look and an easy finish at the rim. She's been a big part of our lead and is going to be a big part of our win.
Absolutely.
Drive to the paint, little over-the-head shot, and it goes for Lazier. And 2 Mulvane Wildcats scored in the first half, and now 4 with 2 new Wildcats scoring in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'll say this. They came out of the halftime so far a little more aggressive and wanting to play inside a little bit. So we'll see how the Grizzlies respond to that.
Floater for Aubrey Boss is no good, falls into the hands of the awaiting Wildcats. Peschel sets a screen for the ball handler, Kane. Loose ball picked up by Ellis. O'Brien is switched off of Peschel for the moment. Carnahan's on her. Ball is worked around the three-point line. Peschel left open. Carnahan closes out. Ball worked. Ellis, left corner 3. Off the back side of the rim. Follows her shot, but Boss is there to corral it and find Landry O'Brien.
That was a good rebound there. We needed to end that little possession before they scored, so let's get one here.
Baker given room in the corner. The post player well beyond the arc with it. Has it batted out of her grasp by Deeker.
Yeah, I think it's important for us to snuff out any amount of momentum that they're trying to gain here. So we need to really turn it up.
O'Brien near half court. Mulvane's coaches anxiously watching the action. Carnahan with a swerving move. Maybe got a little excited with how open she was and over-forced it and missed the layup. And a jump ball on the board stays with Labette County.
Yeah, she's a little frustrated with herself on that, but that was a really pretty play and drive and just a little strong off the board.
Boss to inbound. Her teammates break open. Bevins has it off the inbound. She's double-teamed and double-dribbled. Good catch.
I saw that,
Yeah.
Yep. I was hoping he was too close to the play to see it. Sometimes you're too close, you just can't see it.
24-17, and a kicked ball is going to be called. Landry O'Brien got a steal, but not after a kickball signaled in.
That's one of the few rules in the game of basketball I don't fully understand is when a pass hits your foot, it's a kick ball.
Right. There should be a difference between I lift my foot and your bad pass hit my foot.
That's just
I agree. A drive and a well-contested shot at the rim is missed, and Labette County riskily lets the ball go to Landry instead of going to get it themselves. Layup missed by Bevins, put back missed by Boss. Bevins tries again and misses. We've just really struggled in that area this season.
in some ways I think we went up, thinking we were getting fouled or going to get fouled. Those little bunnies, frustrating.
Labette County by 7. Ball in the short corner for Mulvane. Set to check in is Anna Cantrell. Peschel creates her own space. Fires. Missed to the left. Good box and board by Amory Baker. That was routine right there. And she'll find Aubrey Boss on this side of half court and work it left to right.
Yeah, and that was well needed, too, by Emery.
Good
That
back
hustle.
door by Landry. Bounce pass to the corner. Carnahan doesn't think and lets it fly. Missed it. Grazed the front of the rim. Mulvane sprinting in transition. Carnahan stops the ball perfectly.
Yes, she sure did. Boy, she really does a good job moving her feet, getting her body in front of the ball handler.
Left wing goes the basketball. Now to the top. Ellis eyes down a three. Takes it. Why not? Looked good 98% of the way except the final 2%. Here's Bevins, has it batted out, and it'll be Labette County ball. 24-17 Grizzlies, 4:37 third quarter. A few Grizzlies check in, the 5 on the floor. O'Brien, Cantrell, Eberhardt into the game for the first time. McCoy and Boss. Mulvane in a press now.
Yeah, this is a little flip. We'll see how we handle the press now.
Labette County dribbles past the press, seemed to be okay there. Here's Landry on a backdoor, shakes off her man, gets to the rack and finishes the pumpkin through the net.
Hope they keep pressing because we really play well in transition. I think better than we do really in a set offense.
Three-pointer for Ellis, off, rebound Eberhardt, tries to keep it from being a jump ball, takes a dribble and finds O'Brien, who's calling for the ball every possession.
Yes, yep, that's what leaders do. And I will say this, they're playing a
what? A 10-second violation called. Landry was taking her time.
Interesting.
Maybe
Coach
does
Vollmer's not sure what to think about that. I guess it was. I know he can count to 10. I just didn't feel any pressure at all.
Does it start when the ball is rebounded? Does it start when it's rebounded or whenever the progression starts?
No, it doesn't start till it's thrown in and you take your first dribble,
Right.
basically.
I don't know. Anyways, we'll see if Labette County can overcome and they get a stop. So, mental baptism and we're underway.
Maybe one of our YouTubers can play that back and time it. I'm curious
There you
now.
go. Landry hook pass.
how
That's
pretty.
a dandy, missed by Boss. And Vollmer puts her palms on her face and then quickly claps her hands together. She's positive.
That's right. You have to play the next play. She traveled and she fouled. Both things happened. Yeah, these little bunnies, I'm going to quit talking about them because the more you emphasize them, the more they're going to go in.
Free throw up and no good for Lazier. She'll have one more. Landry checks out as Baker comes in. And somebody else came in too. I missed it. But the 5 on the floor are Carnahan, Baker, Eberhardt, McCoy, and Cantrell. Lazier's second free throw is on its way. And it hits the front of the rim and dies off to the right in the hands of our senior, Anna Cantrell.
And here we go again, this squad without Landry out there. This is good, actually. A good opportunity for Landry to get a breath and for us to try to work without her.
Carnahan mature with the basketball, finds Cantrell, who looks to pass. Carnahan in front of her head coach, drives in her favorite spot, the short corner. One dribble, Eberhardt looks, McCoy underneath, almost traveled, and they call a charge. A little bit of selling underneath from Lazier. I thought she traveled, but, I mean, oh well. Either way, it's a turnover.
Yep. Yeah, I like the strong move. She did get her shoulder.
A dribble would have been perfect.
Yeah, or either straight up or even a fadeaway shot. But, hey, that's why we have a freshman in there.
Yeah.
She's learning all these things.
I'm
It's
sitting
really
here
good.
eating a hot dog, Kaylin, don't take offense to anything I say. Three-point shot is up and good from Peschel. She's got 13 points on the game, and Labette County's lead is 6, although it feels like we've outplayed them by more. Scoreboard doesn't say that. Here's Cantrell, trapped, pass, one bounce to Carnahan. Here's a turnover, a steal for Peschel. Long pass, that was a good pass, but overthrown by just a touch and saved into the hands of Cantrell. Labette County gonna have to respond here.
Yeah, I have to compliment this team. They have not laid down, and they continue to presses, and so we're gonna have to play hard the whole game.
Baker in the paint with a swing move and a floater that falls. That was a really nice move by Amory Baker.
She's done that every game. She stays patient. She pivots left, pivots right, gets you on her hip. She's really, really good at that.
Peschel wide open, fires down and out. You know my saying, that would have counted at Chuck E. Cheese. set the sensor off.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone gets that.
Cannot leave her alone. I don't care what. We have to make other players beat us.
Baker's right-handed hook shot is perfect. Her brother is sitting somewhere behind us. That's a shot that he made about 500,000 times, and his sister just went on a 4-0 run to give Labette County its largest lead of the game. With 3, I think, starters on the bench, Labette County creates their largest lead. Timeout Mulvane, a 1-minute timeout on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the house gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at KLKCradio.com.
Unbelievable! Sparklight is unveiling unlimited internet for just $25 a month. Get reliable 100 meg internet for just $25 a month for 12 months with unlimited data. That's unlimited internet. Call 877-469-3057 or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
How about those minutes by Cantrell, Eberhardt, and McCoy over there? Mulvane made a push, and not only did they hold their own until starters get in, they have a 10-point lead, does Labette County. Playing defense here, a high shot off the glass is missed. Mulvane walking on some thin ice with 1:10 left in the third quarter.
Yes, they sure are. And I'll tell you, any young player watching, if you notice how Amory can shoot left-handed or right-handed, whatever the defense gives her, you need to learn that at an early age and continue to work on it. Here she goes again, kicks it out.
Good pass. Carnahan dials it up and delivers her second 3 of the game, and it's a 13-point advantage.
That's the 1-2 punch right there. And
blocked by Boss on the other end, and the put back is good. To hush me up, Deeker gets it to go.
Well, we just need to keep it going on our end, too. We're just going to have trade punches here a little bit, it looks like.
Dump down to Baker, keeps the ball high, no foul called, tipped out by Mulvane, and it'll stay with Labette County. In the game is Lazier. She'll replace Deeker, who has had a good third quarter.
That was a good pass inside, and that gave Baker a pretty good shot. She just had people all over.
36 seconds left in the third quarter, a second and a half, roughly 2 seconds, separates the shot clock and game clock. Labette County with it. Landry with room. Coach Pichelle says get closer. Good dump. Baker 1 step, and a swinging shot is missed. And a rebound by Mulvane is where we're headed. Long pass, right in the hands, under the rim, layup, good. What a nice layup. First bucket tonight for Juliana Holman. Labette County has 10 seconds, up by 9. 7 seconds, Landry's got it. Landry, long pass, Carnahan wants a 3, short, and the buzzer's gonna sound. Will she get another off? No. With .1 on the clock, Mulvane will inbound.
Okay, I like that shot out of Carnahan. I thought that was going in.
Yeah.
So, but hey, again, credit Mulvane. They continue to play hard, play scrappy. We're going to have to hustle back, and we're going to have to play a fourth quarter to keep this momentum they're trying to gain, keep it kind of, at a minimum.
Labette County went on a 4-0 run before the Mulvane timeout, and after it, Mulvane goes on a 4-point advantage to end the quarter. Both teams scored 11 points in that quarter. It was a wash. Labette County 33, Mulvane 24. The final 8 minutes coming up in 1 minute on KLKC.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field, in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Labette County inbounds the ball, and the fourth quarter, is underway. Labette County in a half-court set. And we have a stoppage of play from the official on the far side of the floor. Tending to something. Oh, we have a Wildcat that might have a bloody nose or something of the sorts. Is walking off is Kiara Kane, the senior Wildcat. Finds a seat on the bench and is replaced by a teammate, and play is about to be underway again. Hope she's okay. Ball goes into O'Brien, has a step on her man, and the bounce pass is kicked out of bounds. Or was that a foul? I think a foul.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He was saying to reset the shot clock at 35 seconds. He put up 3 and 5 and on his fingers. Here's Carnahan underneath the rim, missing the lay-in, rebound. Wildcats right to left, long pass. They've been trying to get in transition this half, and Ellis's 3 is short, no good. Rebound, Peschel, top of the key 3. Brick, good box by Boss. Way to stay disciplined, even though Peschel had a wide open look.
Yeah. Like I said, we're going to have to, this is going to be a good finish here. So, and our defense is going to have to be on top notch. That was a nice drive.
O'Brien got to the rim and got fouled. Landry O'Brien had 14 first half points and had 4 in the third quarter, and is looking for points 1 and 2 in the fourth right here. Her first free throw in a pretty quiet gym with not an overload of fans tonight. And I feel like 2 years ago when we played here, it was the Thursday night game as well. Yeah. Kind of an odd night to rally a community. Landry misses the second, and Amory got the board, but as she was falling down, had to throw it to Mulvane, and the layup on the other end is good by Ellis, and that's her first points of the game. Amory had nowhere else to go.
No, and then Ellis just went coast to coast. We're going to have to hustle down there and stop the ball. They'll do it again, so.
Good defense by Mulvane, and they're granted the steal, and then they step out of bounds and turn it over. I feel like some good fortune went in the favor of Labette County there after Millie had it stolen from her in the corner, and it'll stay a 34-26 Grizzly advantage with 6:50 left in the game.
Yeah, I agree, because when he first whistles, I was afraid we fouled.
Boss on the inbound, right elbow, finds Landry on the right block, turns, fires and misses, tries to get her own, and she bats it out, and it'll be Mulvane basketball. Coach Vollmer signals in the defensive set.
Yeah, okay, well, this is really good. I mean, our girls is coming kind of down to the wire, so, we need to find out how we're going to play. Here she goes, forcing her left-handed, trying to.
Peschel wants to dribble with that dominant right hand, something you see a lot at this level. If you can exploit it, it makes it that much better, like that steal. Millie Carnahan picks it away. Left to right, finds O'Brien, and the delayed pass was intercepted, but it went out of bounds, they say, off of Inslee. Let's just say if I were a Mulvane broadcaster, I'd agree. It might have been off of us.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. So... felt like maybe we should have slowed that one down. We forced a pass a little bit, so we did get fortunate there.
Boss open off the inbound, back to Millie for 3. Oh. Down and out. I mean, down and out. Rebound Wildcats.
Another Chuck E. Cheese one there.
There you go. Left-hand layup is squirted home by Lazier, her 4th point, all in this half. 6-point game with 6 minutes left. Turnover, Labette County in the press break. Right to left, it's 3-on-3. Under the rim, unselfish pass stripped, and it looked like it might have went off of Peschel's leg, but they give it to Mulvane. who's down just 6. Bevins checks out. Cantrell checks in.
Yeah, the immediate momentum right now is with Mulvane. I hate to say that, but I just feel a little bit of energy going their way, so we need a good defense here, a good stop.
Ball goes into Deeker. She's had a good second half. Set play for Peschel. Landry defends it well, stays on the freshman's hip. Pass goes to no man's land. Baker nearly called for a foul, but they find on the backside Lazier. Spins on her man. Peschel rotating around the horn. Left to right goes Mulvane's offense. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Pass intercepted by Carnahan. Great play by the junior.
Okay, that was. We needed that. Now we need a good look.
Boss looks to create. Carnahan corner, wide open 3. Short, rattled the rim. You could hear it from here. Gets another interception, does Millie. Drives, reverse, good! Wow! And they call a flop on Mulvane. No timeout. He either called a flop or a flop warning. Flop warning on Mulvane is kind of trying to take a charge, was a Wildcat after Millie stole it and drove. But how about that reverse layup to take it back to an 8-point lead?
I love it. And I love the shot. She was open. She's a great shooter. Keep shooting them. But that was pretty. Gosh, came up under and, it's a highlight shot there.
This team without Jaden Davis tonight. 36-28, Labette County in front. 5 minutes left in the game. Millie Carnahan, man, the last 2-3 possessions on both ends. Peschel switches off a screen, denies the 3. Give off, Kane. Here's a pass tip, stolen by Landry. Left to right, creates space with her speed. Left hand layup, good. A big 4 points right there.
Yep, you got to hustle back in the fin. We really play well when we score in bunches like this. So look at her try to push her left.
Yeah, look at that. Landry's whole body is facing me, which is Peschel's left side, and she hates it. It's nearly stolen. Still dribbling with that right hand. Landry even motioning to go left for the freshman. She is a competitor.
Little psychology right there.
Yeah, that totally was. Her whole body was facing Peschel's left-hand side. 6 seconds left. Boss gambles and misses. Don't need to foul. 1 second on the clock. Peschel's heave is jammed against the rim and the backboard.
How does that happen?
It is stuck against the rim and backboard. It'll be a jump that stays with Mulvane, and the referee bats it out and gets to show off that vertical. It'll be Mulvane ball.
Now, Anna made a valiant effort to knock that ball out. I don't know if you saw it. She tried to jump up there. It was just about a foot under it.
Whatever she tries to do, she'll do with 100%.
Yeah, and then
anything.
She ran over to get a ball,
to try
to knock it out.
Yeah, she's great. Peschel in the corner, under 4 minutes to go. Labette by 10, a 3 tipped and blocked, and then tipped by Mulvane underneath. Labette County ball. The last 3 or 4 possessions have been monumental.
Yeah, and again, obviously, I'm going to say this, we need to score here. Just have a good possession at least.
Aubrey Boss has quietly controlled this game pretty well when she's had the ball. She'll cross up a man, get to the rack, has it blocked. Kaylin McCoy in the game as well for Labette County.
Yeah, another important,
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
Blocking foul called on Labette County here in transition. Foul will be Labette County's first of the fourth quarter. I feel like this has been a very well officiated game.
I do too. And I would rather have it where they miss a few fouls or let it bang around a little bit than I would to be so ticky-tack that it just feels like there's zero momentum and flow with the game. So I agree with you. Yeah, good officials.
Set play for Peschel. Carnahan doesn't let her get a 3 off again. Top of the key. Pass is working for Mulvane around the 3-point line. Peschel given room but drives it with the left hand. Good defense for Mulvane. Peschel open this time, fires and hits.
I tell you, I have a sick gut feeling when she gets an open look. She's convinced me she can shoot.
Bad call here. They're going to say that one went off of Carnahan. Not one word from Millie or any Lady Grizzly on the floor after that call.
Nope.
Not one. On to the next play.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's how you have to be.
Yeah, is he going to change his mind? No. Landry tries to block Peschel and does it mightily.
Yeah.
exchanges a smile with her head coach after the
Little
emphatic
shrug,
block.
Yeah.
Labette County up 7 with 3 minutes left, having to play defense. Set play for Peschel at the top. She's not open. Landry on her like a sticky note. Left wing, Schwanke. Here's a pass that's tipped, stolen. Landry steals it. And she's so wise not to push the pace right there. Her teammates wanted her to throw it, and she shook her head no.
Yeah. We, of course, we don't want to get defensive and whatnot, but we need to have good possessions and no sloppy turnovers.
Bevins to O'Brien, to Baker, to the basket. And a 9-point Grizzly lead is revealed yet again.
Yeah, that was pretty. Just bam, 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 bam. Good pass, lay in. Now defend.
Another referee timeout is Kane, the Mulvane player who was in some pain or discomfort earlier, got back in the game and is now seemingly still in
something else happened.
Either
I haven't seen either one of them, obviously.
A shaken physical state or emotional, I'm not sure, but Kane is writhing in some sort of something, and there will be a stoppage of play so she can come out as well as she puts an ice bag to her face. Man, that hurts.
Yeah.
Right on the crown of her nose, it looks like. Anyways, back to the game. Hope Kane is okay. 3-point shot is missed by Mulvane, and a reverse layup is missed. Rebound Baker, and they're going to call a foul over the jump ball. That's a good one.
Yeah, that has to be. I don't discredit her for the effort. She realized there's 2 minutes left, but yeah, that was a correct call.
40-31 Labette County. Mulvane has threatened. Labette County stayed a step ahead. 2 minutes left in the game. Labette County has to break a Wildcat press, and they do with Cantrell. Labette County in the red uniforms, Mulvane wearing white. Labette County working left to right, Mulvane right to left. Looked like a bad pass from here, but Baker finds herself with it. Carnahan with a swim move drive. Shot off the glass is missed, and she'll let Mulvane kind of have the 50-50 and get back to play defense. Mulvane quickly inside the three-point arc with just 90 seconds left. That was a long possession for Labette County. Mulvane has to move.
Yeah, we ate up as much of the shot clock as we possibly could have.
Wow, that last minute went by quick, especially if you're a Wildcat fan. Timeout, Mulvane will keep it here. Labette County 40, Mulvane 31 with 1:20 left. We'll thank the rest of our sponsors for allowing our broadcast to take place. Community National Bank, Vollmer Cement Finishing, Wood Insurance Center, USD 506, The Corner Store of Altamont, Olson Ace Hardware, and SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister. As we did get word on the Independence and Collegiate girls game on Tuesday, Collegiate beat the Lady Bulldogs 32-24. Good game here, though. Labette County 40, Mulvane 31 with 1:20 left in the ball game, and Mulvane will have the ball. Nobody in foul trouble for either team. Everyone can kind of play freely. Both these coaches have rotated players. Peschel, their freshman, has 16 points on 4 threes, and a deep three is going to go for Ellis. Her first three of the game, of course, it had to fall.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just going to look at it this way. This is great opportunity for us to learn and win under pressure like this, so here we go.
Landry wants the ball so bad, I love it. 40-34, Landry all the way to the rim, falls down. They're going to say she stepped out, being maybe a little too controlling, but I won't go that far because she just slipped.
Yep, we just have to defend hard right here. No open shots. Everyone find your man.
Landry picking up Peschel. 40-34, 50 seconds left in the game. Peschel switches hands, gives it off left side to Ellis, fresh off of a possession with the three. Peschel's gonna fire, Peschel's gonna miss it. Rebound Mulvane though, and a foul's gonna be called on, I think, Millie Carnahan coming around from behind. With 39 seconds left, Labette has a 6-point lead. That's the second team foul on Labette, matching Mulvane's total, and that's Millie's first of the game.
Okay, that's her first. Okay.
Mulvane inbounds, right back to Peschel. Step back three on the way. Hit the rim once and fell off, no good. That was huge.
Yeah.
Rebound, Labette County. They're going to pressurize Landry until she's a diamond here. Now she gets it out. Baker, timeout, Coach Vollmer.
Okay, I like that.
The intensity was peaking right there. Timeout, Coach Vollmer. We will take a 30-second break as it is a full timeout here in Mulvane.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome back to Mulvane High School. It has been a good one. Labette County's led, I think, all game. And if you're nervous about what the score is, I'll say it. Labette County 40, Mulvane 34. Sounded like I was going negative with that, but Labette County's led all game.
Yeah. Yeah, and so 24 seconds here. We're going to have to handle this.
Labette County's got to inbound the ball, and they throw it into no man's land. And I think Coach Vollmer is going to be granted another timeout. It's 30 seconds in duration. We'll keep it here in Mulvane. So 23 seconds left. Labette County leads 40-34 with the ball. Our Grizzly men had a big chance on Tuesday night, and they couldn't inbound the ball from the sideline. Lady Grizzlies had to call a timeout there. It can be tough, but the ball's going to be inbounded right in front of our bench. So you have all of this side of the floor, I'm pointing to my left, to work.
Yes.
Have maybe Millie run off a screen and just throw it to her all the way over here.
Yeah, you might have to do that. People are always a little nervous to throw the ball to the other team's basket.
That's true.
But
that's true.
That or a 5-second call. So, yeah, a quick
that's
pick
true.
and a screen and a go.
Swerving moves take place, and how about this? Boss on the back door and finish. That is why I am not a coach, boys and girls. That was perfect. Aubrey Boss backdoored and scored. Three-pointer up, three-pointer good, but with just 8 seconds left in the game, Ellis got it to go. Okay. That was Aubrey Boss's first points of the game. A lot more time came off than maybe you thought right there. Yeah. This game's pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, up 5, 4 seconds left. I would just streak somebody and get it to half court.
Yeah, you could one arm heave
just don't
this
throw
one.
it out of bounds, but you can at least just throw it. Just throw it. Yeah.
They bounce pass it into Baker, and she's fouled with 2.8 seconds on the clock. This game felt similar to last year's game, except we let that one slip. Tonight, Labette County seemingly is going to hold on to a game that they have owned all 32 minutes.
Yeah, and we've said this before. It's always nice to win by 10 or 20, but this is important.
This is good. Here's a run out. Millie at the rack, fouled with 1.5 seconds left.
Anna's going to laugh this off.
Anna does pop up from the hardwood with a smile on her face, and that is the 5th team foul on Mulvane. So Millie Carnahan with the chance to add to her total tonight and perhaps get into double figures for the first time this season, as she has 9 points and has 2 free throws coming right now. The first free throw is no good, a little strong, and she'll get one more. So Labette County's going to move to 3-0 on the year and 2-0 in the Circle Classic. The second for Millie, no good as well. Tipped, caught by Millie. She was going to try to score, but the buzzer sounded. Your final score from Mulvane, Labette County 42, Mulvane 37. One win away from having a chance to be the champion of the T-Bird Classic. That was a good win. You're short Davis. We've been short Kinsley Boss. Mulvane's a good team. We led all game, and even when they threatened, we kept it at a 6-point lead or more.
Yeah, there's, like we've said often before, coaches can't replicate that in practice, that the pressure that happens at the end of a game, the tension, the stress, and then it's harder to dribble and pass and shoot when you feel like the other team's closing the door on you. So that was a really good emotional win for us right there.
We will have the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show coming up in 3 minutes on KLKC Parsons. Mulvane High School Band has the atmosphere thumping ahead of tip-off of the boys contest, which is set to tip off in approximately 17 minutes. Jack Leak along with Jack Leak on the call tonight. Labette County Lady Grizzlies win at 42-37 and go 3-0 on the very young season and keep a perfect record, of course, inside the T-Bird Classic with one more game left in it Saturday morning at 11 against Collegiate at Circle. How confusing was that? You're welcome. But Labette County looked pretty good again tonight. A player short, didn't miss a beat. McCoy looked solid, had 2 or 3 blocks and big rebounds. Amory Baker went on another 4-0 run. And it's just fun to watch who makes what happen.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like we got some just some good spread out minutes from a lot of people. And, you know, without Jaden, and as hard as we play, we need every person really we can have to keep us from getting gas at the end. We just played that hard from floor to floor. And so, and I did not realize Boss, that was her first point of the game. She's so impactful the whole game.
Yeah.
It just feels like when you see her playing, well, how about this? It just proves how little scoring really matters as long as you're putting in your effort. defending, rebounding, pressing the ball up, passing the ball out. So I had no clue. Just felt like she had 8 points. Just that's how all our girls play. They just fill in all the chinks where they're needed.
I'm sure she helped us score 8 points or more. I mean, she was great. But how about that inbounds play when she did score the bucket?
Yeah.
As I was looking, I can't tell if that's Aubrey or Kinsley walking by here in front of us.
Know.
I mean, I can't tell the difference between the Boss twins.
I know.
I was going to give her a thumbs up and say good job, but if it was Kinsley, I didn't want to make her mad. So, anyways, leading scorer for Labette County was Landry O'Brien, who had exactly half of our points tonight. 21 for the senior. Man, was she just so controlling in a great way. Amelia Carnahan had 9 points, had 2 3-pointers. Emery Baker had 8. And Aubrey Boss and Maddie Bevins each had 2. For Mulvane, they had 6 different scorers. Peschel, the freshman, had 16 on 4 made threes. And Ellis had 8 on 2 threes in the fourth quarter. Lazier had 4, Deeker had 4, Kane had 3. She was dealing with kind of a nose issue towards the end, and Holman had 2. This is the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball. Happy to be joined now by head coach of those yet again victorious Lady Grizzlies, Brianna Vollmer. Coach, thanks for walking over. Never let them fully back in it.
No, we didn't. This is a tough place to play, first of all, 2.5 hours on the road, and we talked about that. And in years past that we've come here and played, it's been a struggle, and it was just an ugly basketball game, if I'm going to be honest with you. We jumped on them, and we knew we had to do that. We had to start really early. I preached that in the locker room. I've been preaching that for this whole tournament, just knowing what the travel's like. We jumped on them, and then we gutted it out, and we didn't pout. We kind of wanted to, but we got it out. It was ugly basketball, and we got to win, and we'll take it.
Yeah, without question. And, if you tuned in and watched this team tonight, you might not guess that 2 probably starters. Well, one, we know Jaden, and Kinsley very well might have started 2. You wouldn't guess that 2 of our starters were out tonight. Yeah. We haven't had Kinsley all year, but Jaden, of course, maybe was out tonight. And so didn't flinch. I didn't feel like anybody was overwhelmed by what was ahead of them. Keeley came in and did well, and Kaylin's had a good season too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk about that all the time, I think we invest way too much in who starts a ball game.
I agree.
Mean, I just think as a community, as a basketball world, we put way too much investment in who starts the ball game. But it's a little bit different mentality. But we talk to our kids all the time about that. Literally, it's 1 second of a game that you get to start, and then it could change a second later. So why are we investing so much in that? So we had kids step in. Amory stepped in and did her job and fulfilled that role, and I have no doubt that we have several others on the bench. And then, when we get healthy and we get Kinsley back really soon, and then hopefully Jaden comes back soon, we're just going to be that much more deep. And, we knew that our depth is something that we need to think about and get prepared for once we get deep into SEK League play. And so we're playing some young kids. We've got some kids that are going to come in and out, and that's a mentality thing for a young 14, 15 to 18-year-old kid to think about is like, what is my role? And that role is constantly changing. But, we stepped in. They did their jobs, and I'm super happy about it, and we'll take it. And I want this team to be unselfish, and we were unselfish tonight.
They certainly were. Landry O'Brien had 21 points, and she knew when not to be selfish, but when to control.
Yeah.
And then she really defended Peschel towards the end and tried to force her to go left. That was kind of funny to watch. But talk about Landry a little bit.
I think Landry is just settling in. I think she's so competitive. I don't know if I've had as competitive of a kid that I've coached in my career as Landry, and she just wants to win. And she knows that that's going to change for her. And, the more that she has to put on her shoulders, the harder it gets for her. And so I think she's just settling into our game a little bit. And we're continuing to preach, take it when it's there and dish it when it's not. And I think that's proving that. She has a tendency to try to put our team on her back. But tonight she just kept her cool. They started face guarding her late. They ran a box and one on her. And she kept her cool. And then, she's always had the toughest defensive assignment. Last year she did that constantly, and time again she shut kids down, and so that was no different tonight. She's just a basketball junkie. She knows the game
Yep.
really well. She's played the game for a long time, and I'm excited to continue to see Landry improve and grow as a player.
Last thing, Coach, what do you think kind of the one thing your team did to fully slam the door shut on Mulvane that made a push late, hit a couple shots? What was kind of the one thing they did to fully just keep them out of it?
I think post touches, big moments. I think Amory had several big touches in the paint that kind of opened some things up for us. And then just settling in, and we switched our defense up. We just played straight man, and we got up and said, hey, let's do this, let's guard. And we ran at shooters. You know, in the second half, they kind of just said, hey, go score. Let's see what happens. Put your head down and go. And we didn't get rattled with that, and we easily could have. We could have easily been like, oh, shoot, we're within whatever point, 6 or whatever, 4, I think, at some point. And we just kind of said, hey, we're going to go win a game. And I think it was just settling in, knowing our role, doing our jobs, and not playing selfish basketball.
Let's go get another and close out this T-Bird Classic on a perfect mark. That game will be at 11 a.m. against Collegiate.
Yep, 11 a.m. Collegiate, and then our freshmen play right after that, so we had a little bit of a switch. So for those listening, varsity, and then our freshmen get a game, so that's really exciting for them. So
yeah, very cool. Coach, thank you again.
Great. Hi, everybody in Kansas City. Thanks. Be safe on the way home.
Awesome. You too, Coach. Thank you as always. 42-37, Lady Grizzlies win at 3-0 on the year. 9 minutes until the boys' game tips off. I'm going to take a break for a moment. Let's take 3 minutes and come back and discuss this Grizzly men's squad. 3 minutes. atmosphere filling in a little bit here in Mulvane High School Gymnasium as both boys teams are on the floor warming themselves up for what should be another good game, as Mulvane, like us, has lost a little bit of production since last year and is looking to try to knock each other off, as both of these teams should be fun. Labette County coming off of a loss against Circle, a game in which it was a 2-point game. They worked hard to get back to that margin with about 2 minutes left, and Circle bled it out and won by a final score on Tuesday night of 54-44. Started out with the win at Frontenac and then hosted Circle, as I just mentioned, and lost that one a couple nights ago. What have you seen early this season from Labette County?
I've seen a lot of energy. Again, a lot of young kids stepping up and impressing me and playing confidently. I saw the other night, Circle really played a really good defensive game on us. That's what hurt us the most in the third quarter. And then we used so much energy to get it back to 2. When they broke it back open to 5 or so, we just felt exhausted at that point. Then we had the foul, and they made their free throw. So it looked a little bit like a little different game than it was. It was a good ball game. So fun team. A lot like our girls, just high energy and a lot of potential from a lot of players, even off the bench. So I appreciate Coach Arterbride's rotation, and kind of liked how he's letting the players cycle in different groups and kind of seeing who plays well at different times together. So I look for, honestly, another really good ball game tonight.
The opponent tonight is Mulvane. The Wildcats are 1-1 on the season, and they opened the season at Kingman. I'm not very familiar at all with Kingman, but Mulvane beat them 56-36. And then these Wildcats were seemingly humbled a few nights ago at Parsons, Kansas, where the Vikings beat them 75-53.
I did not know that.
75-53 Parsons put it on these Wildcats. So either Mulvane is laboring a little bit as far as roster compared to last year, or those Vikes are pretty stingy up there under Coach Houck, as they usually are. So we'll see that rival next week. Always fun to play our friends in Parsons, but they put it on these Wildcats, so you never really know.
Yeah.
It's hard to gauge a team. You just got to play, and you just got to try to win and take it a possession at a time. And I've talked to some of the boys, and I'll say, "Oh, how's our opponent look?" and they'll answer me, but they only care about the next play.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about these guys.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that, and it's so difficult matchups.
Yeah.
One team can match up perfectly for another team, and then that doesn't mean when you play them that's the same outcome. Right. It's crazy how that is. And basketball is as crazy as any other sport on who's hot on any given night. And once you get things going your way, sometimes you can run away from a team and face that same team later in the year, and you can have a flip score. So yeah, we'll just have to show up and play 4 good quarters tonight. I can promise you that.
2 minutes until tip-off. Again, this is the Tank Connection pregame show of Labette County Grizzly basketball, as Labette County is going to be wearing their road red uniforms with white stripes and white numbers, and Mulvane looks like they're going to be like their lady team in their home white uniforms with green all over. Yeah, a 2.5-hour drive. Coach Vollmer mentioned, that's what can be difficult about this tournament. On top of the opponents you have to play, each year it alternates, but if you play collegiate, you got to drive 2.5 hours. You play Mulvane, you drive 2.5 hours, and everybody goes to Circle, that's an hour and a half. And depending on when your time slots are, things can be a challenge. So good experience, and sometimes it can be hard to play with energy here. I agree with Coach Vollmer because of kind of the dreariness of the drive and whatnot. And so we'll see if these high-energy Grizzlies can kind of get it going here in Mulvane after a long bus ride, because they have been just that, high energy.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of our MO. And, kind of lost my train of thought. I was going to say something about, the tournament. Basketball just starts out with a bang. I mean, this is a busy week, and it's Thursday, and kids have school tomorrow, and then games on Saturday. So, yeah, it's here.
Looks like we're going to have the national anthem sung by a host of students here in the gym. We'll be back in 2 minutes with starters and tip-off. Starters are in and being rattled off actively by the PA announcer below us. While I read our Grizzlies, could you circle those Wildcats? I've already got 3 of them circled. Starting tonight for Labette County is going to be number 4, our point guard, Kagan Bates. Number 5, as athletic of an underclassman as you'll find, Nolan Nash. Number 23, transferred from Cherryville 2 years ago, provided sparks in each game this year, Briggs Knight. Number 24, arguably the head of the snake, he's bigger, faster, and stronger this year, Barrett Heston. Coming up the rear for Labette County starting tonight. He's wearing 31 tonight, actually. I thought he was 21. He's got 31 on tonight. That's going to be Dylan Johnson, a sneaky good shooter. You might think he's just our post. No, he can shoot it. And for Mulvane, the home team, we're going to have number 2, a 5'7" sophomore, Hudson Myers. Number 3, a 6-foot-tall junior, Manny Myers. Number 4, a 6'2" junior, Cannon Lazier. Number 4, a 6-foot-tall sophomore, Brody Clausen. Number 5, a 6'2" junior, Cannon Lazier. And number 22, a 6'4" sophomore, Braylon Barnes. Man, I struggle with starters. My goodness. They're so close together on the score thing, I can't.
It's hard to track across. Plus, you've never seen these kids before, so
thanks,
it's
Dad.
excusable.
He's been doing that for 23 years now. I appreciate it. Both teams in one last huddle. Labette County set to take their respective spots on the floor. It has been, I believe, Barrett Heston jumping for us at center court. As, man, does he just seem, as do most of our players, and we saw it in football too. These kids, they were sophomores and freshmen last year.
Yes.
Now, they're juniors, some seniors. They're older, they're just bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, they're more wise.
Yeah, they make major strides. That's always amazed me in the 30-some-odd years I've watched high school sports and whatnot, the changes in these guys from freshman, sophomore, then junior year even. And this is no exception. So, yeah, here we go. We're getting ready to square off and get this going.
Ref tosses the pumpkin in the air, and it is won by Barnes. He stands at 6'4". Mulvane with the first possession of the basketball game. At the left elbow, they go to Barnes. Dillon showing a high palm in his face. Knight does the same to his man on the dribble handoff. Bounce pass, the back door isn't there. Right back they go to Cannon Lazier. He'll pull up from 3 and hit it.
Yeah, that was a fine shot, coming a little off balance, falling away, so that was nice.
And another ref stoppage of play. Briggs Knight has a necklace on, I think, and is going to have to take that off. Man, those refs catch everything, man. I would not notice that.
Yeah, I didn't know for a while until Briggs grabbed it around his neck what he called.
I don't know if I could play with a necklace on.
Yeah,
some football players play with those big chains.
Yeah, not safe, really.
3-0, Mulvane. Bates on a drive, attacked the rack, missed it. Argabright spins around and watches his team hustle back for defense. Carson Lamb checked in for Briggs Knight, who again had to come out due to an equipment deal. Here's Nolan Nash with an intercepted pass to the rim and gets the bucket plus the harm.
Dude, he's so quick. It just effortless. It looks effortless how he runs down the floor and gets up so high. So very well played.
Briggs Knight right back in for Carson Lamb, who was ready to go.
Yep.
And Nash is set to tie this game at the line, not quite 60 seconds into the game. The foul for Mulvane goes on Myers. That's going to be Manny Myers. We think, well, they're not.
Twins, I think.
Yeah, twins and maybe a younger brother. Here's a picked off pass by Bates. That's what he does best.
Yeah.
Back to Nash looking for his 5th point. Unselfish pass intercepted by Myers. Left to right, they rip, and slipping and sliding results in a Labette County foul. Pretty hectic start here.
Yeah, I would have just soon seen Nolan finish that, but trying to kick it out to his partner to take a 3-point shot.
I've noticed this at a lot of schools, in particular non-conference opponents. The student section doesn't necessarily form and start to take effect until the varsity boys game.
Yeah, a little
but
bit,
in Harrison, it's the JV game. Our student section's going nuts. So we've got, it's the best.
Really good support.
Here's a 3-point shot up and no good by Barnes. And it's rebounded by Labette County, trying to get some feet under him here. Bates on a drive. Right hand shot's good. Intimidation, never heard of him.
No. He'll go anywhere, anytime against anybody full speed. I absolutely love how he plays.
It takes people aback for a second. Like, I'm sure Mulvane might try to shape up their defense now, but you wouldn't think he'd do that.
Oh, yeah. He'll come right at you.
6:10 left, pulling the trigger again on a 3 and missing this one badly is Lazier. Rebound Labette County. Up by 2 are the good guys. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Johnson underneath, right hand layup, good. Assist Briggs Knight.
Well, I tell you what, right now we look really sharp. They made that first 3-pointer, kind of an off-balance shot, but we're outplaying them right now.
Myers with a dribble handoff to the far side, Clausen. They go to the paint. A look here for Hudson Myers. It's Hudson Myers and Manny Myers on the floor. Bates defending Hudson well here in the corner. Entry pass goes to Barnes, rises, fires, misses. Grimaces on his way back. Labette County streaking right to left in their red jerseys. The back door is there.
Wow.
Bates, kick to the corner. Heston for 3. Missed it. Oh, boy. Mulvane with the board.
That was a beautiful slippery pass there. But, ooh, man, they hit chins, too.
Bates slid in there and tried to take a charge, but a block is called.
Okay, now we know, I guess. Some refs call charges and others, that sure seemed like a solid contact and he was set, but he needs to just move on.
He came over and asked the official, hey, what I do, what can I do different? And he is just man. He is a firecracker.
He's competitive, and he just can't help it, which I love that. He'll turn that into energy. You watch. He'll just defend harder.
So Myers, I didn't mention at the line, shooting 2 and made his first as well as the second, making it a 7-4 Labette County, or 7-5 Labette County lead with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's another backdoor to Nash, who hits the deck, has to find a partner, looking for a buddy. He'll somehow get it to Barrett Heston. Drives short corner, has to shed out of the double team, and he does. Bates in the corner for 3. Short, fought for. Nash out of bounds off of Nolan. Mulvane ball.
I'm a little bit I was afraid they were going to call a travel on Nash for holding that ball and moving a little bit. So I guess they didn't really make an attempt to get up. So need to defend here for sure.
Labette County with 3 different scores here early, almost halfway through the first quarter. 7-5, Grizzlies in front. A lot of movement for Mulvane beyond the arc with the basketball. With it on the far side, I think number 0 is in, Grady Myers. So 3 Myers have played tonight for Mulvane. Grady has it. Mulvane turns it over right to left. Heston at the rack, pump fakes, and easily lays it in.
Nice. I tell you, we're quick.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of athletes that I'm telling you can match anybody in the league.
Here's a bounce pass. Good hands by Johnson and a good contest by Briggs. It's turned over again. Bates to the rack. Off the glass. Down through the net. 11-5 Labette County, and Bates spins in joy.
Would not be denied.
4 points for Kagan. Dillon, good help side. Labette's got to recover. A 3 for Myers. Strong. Briggs fought for. Foul going the other way on Clausen.
Yeah, nice. Really like how we're playing. Everybody's being a part of it. Everyone's where they need to be, and if someone gets beat, there's help right behind them.
Brody Klassen, not Clausen, as checking in for Mulvane is Jack Intweasel. We'll get a pronunciation on that next time his name's called. You want to take a shot at that?
No, we'll go with Intweasel because I
well,
think
that's probably not it. Labette County 11, Mulvane 5. Barrett Heston fumbles, picks it up, and scores it. Not pretty, but it's worth the same. Labette County by 8.
He knew he had to go up. He was in the lane for a couple of seconds, so he just picked it up and ended it right there. It was beautiful.
To the corner goes the rock for Mulvane. Klassen has it. Near travel for Barnes, no call. Gets it back out to the point guard, Grady Myers. Entry pass. Barnes is harassed by Johnson again, and his layup's good this time. But Johnson's done a good job on him, and we have a timeout. Mulvane not too happy with his team's start. His coach Tommy for Mulvane. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Subs out of the timeout for Labette County. Welcome back, everybody. Labette County 13, Mulvane 7. The subs are Tucker Rush and Carson Lamb. The other 3 are Heston, Nash, and Bates, who has the ball as I speak. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like this rotation too, and it gives our other starters a break, and these are good ball players as well.
Boy, Carson Lamb with a hard-nosed play forces the jump, and it stays with Labette.
You know, so far I feel like we have them a little on their heels, especially our defense really has them just a little bit frenzied, it seems like.
Bates surveys, gophers his head, throws it into Heston, who catches it like a wide receiver over Myers. Lamb had 3 threes a couple nights ago. Nash in the corner, a euro, a travel is going to be called on Nolan Nash.
Yeah. I like the idea, I like the move. Yeah, he just had a little hop skip in there.
2:30 left in the first quarter. Labette 13, Mulvane 7. Ball in the corner goes to Grady Myers, furthering it deeper to Lazier. His sister we faced a little bit ago in the girls' game. Both good athletes. Corner pocket 3 for Manny. Myers is missed. Skying for the board is Powder Keg Bates. Kagan right to left. Stutters. Nobody's on him. Head fakes again. Drives. Finds Lamb right side. Drives and swerves. Nash at the top. He'll do the same, but he'll shoot it, and he'll miss it off the front of the rim.
Great possession. Bunch of ball movement. I like it.
Good defense by Heston leads to an errant layup by Myers. Good defense by Barrett there. Labette County with numbers. Lamb in the corner, bobbles the apple, finds Heston, given room, fires, left it short. You could kind of tell that the whole way. Rebound Myers. Want him to shoot it every time.
I know, and again, I like that possession. We're really playing quick, and the ball's never sticking.
Kagan swipes, nearly got the steal, but Mulvane kept it alive, and then they make it dead as they throw it away. Turnover Mulvane. Briggs Knight going to check in for Barrett Heston here. 90 seconds left in the first quarter, 13-7 Labette County.
Yeah, and just credit that turnover to red jerseys, just going everywhere every second.
Kagan Bates breaks the timeline right in front of me as I'm looking right down the half-court line, just 2 rows high here in Mulvane. Knight for 3, hit the rim once, almost twice, and Nash is going to create another jump ball, but it'll be Mulvane's. But I like how Labette County's going after those.
I do too, and that was a good shot by Briggs. He's a good shooter, and he was open. Yeah, he'll make them honor that.
Minute 10 left in the first quarter. Bates plays cornerback and intercepts it. Makes his man miss and misses the layup. Rebound Grady Myers. And then Briggs Knight forces a steal. Goodness.
Yeah, never give up on a possession. That's what Briggs Knight just did.
Nash gets by a man. Wow. Floater is good.
That seemed to silence the student crowd over there, I noticed. They were getting a little rambunctious till Nolan drained that.
15-7 Labette County, 45 seconds left in just the opening quarter. A lot of action here. Hudson Myers with the basketball, now to Barnes, their big man. Here's a good look, and it's good for Cannon Lazier, his second 3 of the game.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I don't know what to say about that. We just have to see if we can't do the same now in this possession.
Those students were harassing our Grizzlies during warm-ups, and anybody that's in that corner, they are in the ear of as well. Labette County by 5 with 13 seconds left in the quarter. Bates drives into traffic, and he's going to have to pay, but we will keep it for now with the possession arrow.
Yeah, I've always liked how at home games our administration and ADs always stand right down there in front, right by the student section, and they monitor everything going on over there. So appreciate that.
10 seconds left in the first quarter. Bates looked for rush, but it was tipped. But Bates, good awareness, kept it alive and pulls the 3. And Kagan Bates buries the 3. Did he let the students hear about it?
No, he did a little tornado twist.
Right in front of the
with
students.
Yes.
And Lazier misses a half-court 3.
Love
Sometimes the easiest ones to make are the ones you just catch and shoot and don't think about it. And that's what Kagan just did. 7 points for our junior in that first quarter. At the end of 1, Labette County 18, Mulvane 10. 1 minute break on KLKC.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye.
And a jump ball is going to be forced by Labette County. I was kind of making some notes here as the play just started, 9 seconds in. And Labette County gets the ball back after another jump.
Yeah, that's good defense. And I appreciate the ref being patient and watching that before he just calls a knee-jerk. It was a jump ball.
Tucker Rush still in the game. He's been great, and here's one that is intercepted, though. Manny Myers will lay it in with his left hand. Just credit the Wildcat for the good play.
Yep, that was just a little bit sloppy. Tucker knows that. Next play.
Briggs Knight meets his man in the chest. It's Klassen. Sheds it to Bates, who's been good. Bates picks his dribble up, throws it inside and away. 2 poor possessions for Labette to start the second quarter. Barnes to the corner, a three, good. That was Hudson Myers, and welcome to basketball.
Yep.
18-15, Labette County in front. Timeout, Coach Argabright. We'll keep it here and thank a few sponsors for allowing our broadcast to take place. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Tank Connection, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, and Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. They have such good service there at Eye Care Associates. I got some sunglasses from there, and they helped me find which ones fit me best, and I broke them. So I took them in, and they immediately jumped on it, got me fixed up, and I left with pretty much a brand new pair. They fixed them that minute.
Yeah.
So they'll get you taken care of in there.
Yeah, they got a great reputation in Labette County, and so, yeah, I agree with you.
Labette County up by 3. Briggs Knight with it, trying to come back after Mulvane run. And Barrett Heston gets caught walking, turnover Grizzlies, and that's followed up by Mulvane's bench erupting in applause as they feel some mo.
Yeah, you can just feel it. So we're going to have to go out and earn that energy back here with a couple of stops.
Manny Myers mans the ship. The play call is seesaw, says the coach for Mulvane, and a late call is whistled in on Lamb. That was a pretty clean block, but
he was a little, it seems like he was out of position. From his angle, that probably did look like it. These top 2 officials, yeah. Yeah, Coach Argabright asked a good question right there because he knew it wasn't a, he was insinuating. He said, did you foul him with the body? And he said, no. He slapped his arm, and he just nodded at him. So
Manny's first free throw is good. Again, it's Manny Myers, assuming he has 2 other brothers on the team, as they all 3 look identical. And I think they're all out there right now together. They are.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool. Or it might just be 2 of them. I can't tell.
Well,
they all look the same. 18-17, Labette County in front. 6:20 first half. Briggs Knight at the top. Backdoor pass is forced again. Man, Labette County just is forcing a lot right now. Mulvane quickly left to right, and Lamb's going to get called for another foul. Not a bad foul by Carson there, but
yeah,
a lot of unnecessary forces.
Yeah, I think so. I was kind of hoping they'd call a carry or a travel right there on them, but I guess he kept his hand on top of the ball. So, yeah, we found ourselves right back in the middle of a close game here.
Myers' first free throw rattles out. The best he can do is tie right here. Kagan Bates checks in for Carson Lamb. Kagan Bates fills the 4th and final spot at the paint to try to box out Myers should he miss. And Manny's second free throw for the tie is up and down and out. However, Mulvane gets the rebound, and Argabright doesn't like that, and the shot to get the lead is off the mark as well for Lazier. Labette County dodging bullets like the Matrix, and they have the ball here. Bates in the paint, good look. Nash, step back 3, left wing, got it.
That was nice. Great penetration, kicked it out, and then a nice shot.
Mulvane quickly the other way to the rack, blocked by Johnson, rebound Kagan. Here we go, right to left, up ahead Heston, full head of steam, off the glass, that's gotta be a block plus the foul.
So consistency,
right?
That's the same official that called a block earlier on us, so that's the right call there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He might be one, you know, it's a charge is always up to the official's opinion of it, so some are a little more lean one way or the other on calling those.
23-17, Labette County burst back up by 6. Heston to make it 7. You betcha. 5:45 left in the half. Labette County back up 7 and picking them up full court here. How does Mulvane respond? Now they kind of drop back into a man-to-man. Does Coach Argabright's crew. Grady Myers at the top. Holmes stands at 6'4", or Barnes, I'm sorry. Throws it to the corner, and a drive is errant, but bailed out by a blocking foul is Mulvane. That's the 3rd team foul on Labette County in just the first couple minutes of this second quarter. And Barrett's second personal.
Yeah, dang sure don't want him to get 3 in this first half.
Set to throw it in is Mulvane. And they do, and they'll just run kind of a half-court set as Lazier waltzes across the timeline. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Can't forget that's a thing this year. 5:15 left in the half. Labette County by 7. Right wing dribbling around the arc with the basketball is Myers. Pass tipped out by Nash. Good heads-up play by the sophomore.
Yeah, Mulvane will figure that out pretty quick. You can't just dish a ball out like that against us. We've got 2 or 3 guys that jump that every time, and he's one of them.
As we have a lot of our starting secondary in football on the floor right now.
We do, yep.
As Klassen's going to score it while I was talking there, his first bucket, and it's a 5-point game. Bates shifting around, backdoor Nash, 7 foot from the rim, forces it up and nearly forced it down. Johnson tips it out, but it goes to Mulvane. Left to right, we're hustling here. Bates working hard on Lazier, who gets it back. Heston defends his man, as does Johnson, bats it away, but Mulvane picks up the sloppy Joe. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Driving is Lazier, missing is Lazier. Rebound Labette County. Nash skies the rock out of the air. He'll jump, stop, and give. Heston head fakes the 3. What a find. Briggs Knight at the top. Head fakes, drives, pulls up from 6. Got it.
That was nice. At first I was wishing he would have just shot that, but he made a nice dribble penetration and a soft little floater. That was really well done by Briggs.
Labette County forced Mulvane to call a timeout. They didn't have anybody to throw it into. So a good spurt to respond to Mulvane's previous one a little bit ago.
Yeah, I agree. We needed that.
Labette County 26, Mulvane 19. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Labette County playing defense here to start the back half of the second quarter after the Mulvane timeout, and Mulvane comes up empty, and here's Barrett Heston scoring it in the green-colored paint.
Man, that seems to happen a lot when he penetrates like that. And now we got a turnover already by Kagan down there harassing the ball inbounds.
What a play by Bates, always is making that happen. Labette County by 9 and back with the ball.
Yeah, sometimes after a made basket, Kagan will take 2 or 3 jogs like he's heading back to the other end, but then he flips and sneaks back in and pokes it away.
Here's another good play. Tucker Rush met at the summit, and it's blocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with the good guys.
That was a good job, Tucker. Strong. Every single time you get the ball in there, as big and strong as you are, you just go up. If you get stuffed, that's part of it. You'll make some, you'll get fouled some.
Kagan Bates set to throw it in, finds Nash, gets his man to jump 7 feet in the air, elects to shoot the floater, missed it strong. Kagan Bates in traffic, saves it. Is that a cape on his back? I can't tell.
Everywhere, and he's at every level from the floor to about 6 foot off the ground.
Bates will drive and force a foul on Lazier. On top of what he does, it frustrates the daylights out of our opponents just because of his stature, and that's not a disregard to him.
No, just, he just is constantly, man, he's just a buzzball. And he's sneaky about it. He just comes out of nowhere.
Tucker to the corner, right back to the inbounder. Labette's got a step here. Bates in the corner, doesn't have a look. Finds Knight somehow, who gets it off contested. Missed it short, and this might go to Mulvane.
Nope.
No, it goes out of bounds off of Mulvane.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought they would call, or this is what I saw.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, for sure. 3:17 left in the half, 28-19 Labette County. Inbounds is read well and intercepted and then saved twice by Mulvane. Wow.
Yeah.
So the possession of saves ends up going to Mulvane. Here's one intercepted by Nash, though, quietly. And Labette County right to left with it again. Under 3 minutes, first half. Quickly to the rim. Nash missed the up and under. Rebounded by Lazier.
I like that, though. Keep that up. Keep that up, Nolan. And I credit Tucker Rush for this turnover down here. He really defended well on the baseline.
Carson Lamb going to check in at the next dead ball. 2:45 second quarter. Labette County by 9. Rush moves well and forces a turnover. No, it was tipped.
Okay.
Oh, they say it went off of Labette County's foot. Man, that ref is on top of things. I mean,
well, yeah.
I'm guessing it went off somebody's
well,
foot.
The old adage about refereeing, even if you miss a call or make a bad call, you act as if you made the right call.
You take it to the grave.
Yes.
Manny Myers with a floater here to kind of break some ice for a Mulvane team that had gone stagnant in the water for a little bit.
Yeah, that was a good play.
28-21 Labette County, 2:25 first half. Bates snatches back on his man, pivots and drives, shoots a fading one that goes down and out. There's Nash, goes up and misses. Rebound fought for, jump ball will go to Mulvane.
Yeah. Way to stay with it, Nolan. He's a little bit frustrated because he felt like he had a little dinky dunk there that got away from him. But, again, trying to guard Kagan Bates. He's in, he's out, he spins, he shoots. It's just really fun to watch. This whole team is.
We've got athletes.
Man, we really do. We are just, I don't know, high energy.
It's one of the harder teams to describe over radio. You kind of have to either watch the stream or go to a game, just because the way they play is just kind of hard to describe. Three-pointer in the corner goes down for Hudson Myers, his second three and his 8th point, and it's a 4-point Grizzly lead with 2 minutes to go in the half.
Yep, here come the swings of basketball.
Ooh, Bates just broke some ankles and bangs home the three! Kagan Bates trots his way to play defense as he made a white jersey pick some dust up off the hardwood.
Boy.
Swerving layup response is missed on the far side by Manny Myers. Bates looking for more blood. The Vampire wants it. Knight in the corner. Looks to drive. Jump stop. Good look. Backdoor Bates. Underneath the rim. One hand pass to Lamb. Gets his man to bite. Pulls up from 7. Hits it.
Gosh. Man, we're having fun right now. Kagan needs a breather.
9
I don't know
points.
if Coach wants him to have one, no. He was tugging that jersey.
A 9-point Grizzly lead with 60 seconds left in the half. And Kagan Bates about gets another cookie. And here comes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. Had a frog in my throat for a second. Colton Weil, yes. Yep, checks into the game. Defends the ball as Kagan Bates, I think, is the one that got pulled, yes. So with 60 seconds left in the half, it's 24-33 Labette County. Ball goes in. Good double team from Weil. He's got to recover. Open three in the corner is missed. Rebound Johnson. With one hand, he got it up against his chest. Nash quickly. Nobody's able to settle. Nash in traffic has to reverse and finds Lamb. Lamb crosses, jump stops, finds Nash. Right wing. Number 5 guarding number 5 over there. Weil, corner, Lamb, quick trigger tray. Wow. Nothing but bottoms. It's a 12-point Grizzly advantage.
He continues to impress me coming off the bench. He is a shooter and a defender. He is a fine player.
Labette County had a great first half 2 years ago on this floor. About to have a good one here, especially if they get a stop. Illegal screen. Turnover Mulvane with plenty of time left to score.
It really would be something if we can get down there now, and we've really got things going our way. If we can get one more score. In comes Kagan Bates. Colton Weil did a great job when he was out there.
6.5 seconds left in the half. Labette County 36, Mulvane 24. A game of runs, and Labette Counties have been fun to watch. Ball goes in to Bates. 3 seconds, and I think, purposeful foul for Mulvane as they have a couple to give. Well, no, now they can't foul. So Labette County has 2.5 seconds left till half. And they're going to inbound on their side of half court.
Interesting to see what Coach Argabrass got drawn up here.
Heston in for Lamb. Set play. Heston has a decent look at the buzzer. Well, now it's contested, and he still almost made it. He slipped and fell around the elevator screen and didn't get as good of a look as I thought. Your halftime score, Labette County 36, almost what they scored 2 nights ago, and Mulvane 24. A 3-minute break, and then the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show on KLKC. Welcome back, Grizzly fans, to the halftime show here in Mulvane, brought to you by Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Labette County leads at halftime, 36-34. Dad, what'd you think of that first half?
Well, I thought it was a fun half, I'll tell you that much, and a half of swings like it normally is. Seems like we would be red hot and had them off balance, and then they would hit a couple of threes. A little bit like the girls' game, actually. They've made a couple of threes that really have kept them in the game. But honestly, overall, I'm pleased. Again, I feel really, really good about this team as well. The season ahead of us. I know we were focused on tonight, but I just have a really good feeling. We'll compete with any team. We play too hard. We have too many good players. We're balanced. We don't have one or two players that just do everything. We have 6, 7, 8 players that could come in and not really have much drop off at all.
Right.
In the tension we put and the pressure we put, and it's real similar to the girls in that we defend so well we can stay in most every ball game.
Right. Labette County's effort and defense is always going to be a given. Always going to be a given.
Yeah.
If we can score points, that's kind of where the magic happens. That's what we struggled with that last year, at least as far as a game average. We averaged low 40s a game. We almost scored that in a half tonight. What did we see at Frontenac? 72 points and a stern victory. Tuesday night, earlier this week against Circle, we score 44. You probably are going to lose a game if you score 40 to 45 points, more times than not. When you score the ball, that's kind of where the defense and effort become that much greater.
Yeah.
I don't know if my point is clear or not, but in times we can struggle to score.
Yeah.
And tonight some shots have really gone down, and you've seen what this team can be because that defense and effort are always going to stay the same. It's just a matter of if the offense is where it's been tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of our offense and points come from our defense.
Sure.
They learn real quickly.
Yeah.
If they start floating passes from the point to the wing, we'll have somebody breaking on the ball, and then next thing you know, it's fast break and someone's putting a layup down. So, but yeah, and I credit Circle too. They defended really well too. They pressured us awfully hard. So that was a ball game of two good defensive teams last week. So, but yeah, no, I know even though we're up 12, we're gonna have to play two good quarters here to win this ball game. But I think we do. I think we play hard. I think they'll have their moments when they have a little run and pushes, but we will too. So let's see how this shakes out.
Halftime stats for you for Labette County: 6 different scores. Kagan Bates had 10. Nolan Nash had 8. Carson Lamb had 5. Barrett Heston had 9. Dylan Johnson and Briggs Knight each had 2. For Mulvane, 5 different scores. Hudson Myers had 8. Manny Myers had 6. Lazier had 6. Klassen had 2, and Barnes had 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 18, Mulvane 10, and then Labette County clipped them in the second quarter as well, 18-14, giving us our halftime score: Labette County 36, Mulvane 24. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray halftime show. Back in 2 minutes with the second half on KLKC. 36-24, your 36-24 is your halftime score. Third quarter just seconds away from taking place here in Mulvane, Kansas. Jack Leak, along with my dad, Jack Leak, on the call this year with me. Yeah, I mean, up by a dozen at half. We had a good first half here a couple years ago and got out of here with a win. And so let's see if we can replicate what we saw in the first half in the quarters that matter here tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I fully expect it. I expect a similar half. They're going to have their moments when they hit a few shots and get a little, little energy going their way. But like I said, we will play awfully hard. So here we go. It'll be fun.
Labette County gets the ball to start the second half. Kagan Bates will have the basketball to begin the first offensive set. On the floor is Heston, Johnson, Knight, Bates, and Nash. Heston's going to go straight to the rim, pull up, and bury it.
Boy, we'll take that. Just squared up his defender and attacked him, and just nice straight-up floater.
Labette County by 14, largest lead of the game. Here's a pass thrown away, tumbles into the hands of Briggs Knight. Mulvane's bench is irate. Knight downhill drive, backdoor Bates to the rim, uses his body and finishes at the rim. Impressive points tonight from Kagan.
My goodness, he gets inside with the tallest players on the floor and just times it perfectly and goes up and scores. That's awesome.
Labette County by 16 on a 4-0 run, a strip and steal. Dylan Johnson got it. Heston left to right, up ahead, and has it out of his hands. It'll be Labette County ball. Nolan Nash is hurt.
He got hit, and he's dizzy.
As he was helped to his feet a second ago, I
saw him hit the floor and look a little something, yeah. So hopefully, I don't know if he collided and banged heads or he's a tough kid. So yeah, he's shaking some cobwebs there out.
Yeah, he is. Meanwhile, Heston at the rim shooting and a foul on the floor. That's always scary to look at. You know, even if it ends up being minor, I don't know if it was his head, but he's acting like it. It's just hard to watch somebody not be able to walk.
Give him some time to get his wits about him here.
Certainly. Always a pretty steady kid, but yeah, that was abnormal. Bates, good feed to Lamb, near travel, right back to Bates, floater airballed, and it is tipped out to Klassen, who's fouled by Bates.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. He was just trying to hustle back and just kind of ran into the back of the guy that had the ball. So
looks like maybe Nash's lip got smoked and maybe busted against his teeth. I don't know. Maybe busted was too big of a word there. Here's Lamb with a steal, and he'll pull it up from 7 and hit it. He can stripe the basketball.
Confident. You know, sometimes kids come off the bench and just think it's their job to pass it here, pass it there, and play defense. Nuh-uh. He's looking to score.
42-24, Labette County by 18. Bates nearly gets another swiper. 6:15 left in the third quarter. Lamb closing out in for the injured Nash. Corner three-pointers up, long, up. Briggs rebounds it with both hands just like his coach yelled for him to.
Dylan's hurting. That's another good defensive possession, but we've got Dylan Johnson limping too, so.
Bates will shoot a floater, has this one blocked, and is that going the other way? No, it's 2 free throws for Kagan Bates.
Yet another thing that can happen when you penetrate like that, you draw a foul. So lots of pluses come out of penetrating like that and taking it to the basket.
Dylan Johnson's right ankle looks to be giving him fits. Nolan Nash is set to check in after this free throw from Kagan. It's up and no good. And in comes Nolan. That's a great sight to see.
It is.
And 5 new Mulvane players check in. He is upset. And sometimes whenever a coach gets upset, they'll just say, all right.
Yeah. If you're not willing to give me 100%, sit down. These 5 will. Yeah, we've seen that psychology move before out of coaches. I like it.
Sometimes this group will give you a 4-0 run or something like that. But Bates knocks down the second. 7-0 run for Labette County to open the third quarter. And in for Mulvane are multiple new players in tonight's contest as the starting 5 gets ripped over here. Grady Myers is the lone main guy on the floor, along with Jack Entweasel alongside Parker Kraft, who turns it over underneath, does Mulvane. Bates to the paint, and bounce pass ahead of the hands of Heston. Also on the floor, Parker Harland for Mulvane and Quinn Wilt.
Had a little fast break there, and the pass got just a little awry, but hey, we're hustling, we're moving. Those things happen when you're trying to play fast.
24-43, Labette County in front. 5:15 left in the third quarter. Briggs Knight working hard. Pass open in the corner. Three-pointer off the mark. Offensive rebound is pulled down, and another open three is up and missed strong. Bates goes up with both hands. Argerbright says, let's move. Long pass, Heston. Comes down with it, puts the ball on the deck. Right back to Nash, who's fresh in the game. To the rack, off the glass, got it.
I'd say he's better. That was another pretty move. So, another good defensive opportunity here against this five of kids from Mulvane on the floor.
Labette County up 21, a 9-0 run for Labette County, and it's going to stay that way. A missed layup underneath. Heston to the rack. 4 Wildcats are there. Heston's going to clean up his own miss and score it. And Argerbright looks over at Mulvane's bench like, are you going to call a timeout?
Yeah.
Nope. All right, let's get another stop.
I'm a little baffled
Another
myself.
intercepted pass, but it stays in the hands of Mulvane as Bates couldn't quite corral it.
Yeah, I kind of looked for that starting 5 to be seated for a minute or two and then come back to the table. Nope, that's not what's happening.
Missed shot, Lamb with the board. Heston to the rack, misses it, gets his own, and that's an offensive foul. Got a little bit, not cocky, but he knows he's bigger than that kid.
Yeah, I saw the wing come out a little bit and lean, and I saw it too. I don't like it, but yeah.
An 11-0 run to start the third quarter. The halftime score, Labette County 36, Mulvane 24. The score right now, 47-24.
Yeah.
Mulvane hasn't scored this quarter.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, but I am very happy about it, the effort we've seen so far. So let's just keep it. Let's not even give them a run here.
The 5 back on the floor for Mulvane. We'll see if it worked. And there's a three-pointer for Barnes.
Yeah, so we'll see if this 5, how they took that spanking they got from the coach.
Good backdoor Knight, found by Bates. Knight scores it off the glass.
That's a big possession to kind of quiet that opening 3.
Back to 22 is the lead. This one might be blocked, but it was up in time from Manny Myers. He has 8 points.
Yeah, that was a good move. Little pump fake, baseline kiss shot. It was good.
Bates is going to work. Bates is going to drive, shoot an errant one that goes out off of Mulvane, they say. A couple players hit the deck, Myers and Bates. Both are okay. And in comes Tucker Rush for Dylan Johnson.
I bet Kagan feels like he's played a football game tomorrow morning.
He looks whipped.
They have all played hard, but I've just seen his body and heard his bones hit the floor a lot tonight.
49-29 the score. Labette County in front. 3:10 third quarter. Knight working. Knight driving. Knight left open.
Yes.
Knight scores it.
Yeah, he continues to impress me as well. He's really stepped up a lot since last year.
2:50 third quarter. Lamb making his man feel him everywhere. That's good defense.
Sure
Mulvane passes out of it, finds themselves open. Bates, disciplined, boxes out. What a bounce pass to Knight, who's got to be fouled. And a jump's the call, going to go to Mulvane. The jump came from behind him.
Yeah.
That's where it's usually a foul.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, here we go. Their ball. We got to defend.
2:40 third quarter, Labette County by 22. Another 3 for Mulvane. Too strong, rebounded by Bates. They're firing away now.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little quick. I mean, I know you feel like you're behind by whatever they are, 22, but a couple passes will help them. They're taking some pretty wild shots.
Another back door, but it wasn't there. Knight didn't like it. Here's Bates on the other side of the floor, missing. Tucker Rush cleaning.
That's what he deserves. That he's battled and rooted around inside all night long.
29
absolutely deserves that.
Sorry. 29-53 the score. 2 minutes, third quarter. Rush stays home, defends well, forces the big to pass out of it. Here's the switch. They got to switch back, and they do, as Bates was stuck on the 6'4 Wildcat.
Yeah.
Mulvane's still patient. Mulvane driving and getting fouled, and shooting two in a moment is going to be Lazier.
Yeah, I really like that switch they did. That was well done, and they recovered, so yeah, well done. And that honestly was a good foul. He made a good move to the bucket, and I'm not going to give him a lay-in, so earn him at the stripe.
Minute 46, third quarter, 53-29, Grizzlies. Lazier's first is good. Kraft checks in for the Wildcats. And the second free throw for Lazier's good as well. A pure swish on that one. Grady Myers checks in for Lazier, who just shot the free throws, and Barrett Heston's back in for Labette County as well. Labette County's got to keep the energy going, though. We know how this can go in the game of basketball. Heston left wide open at the top and drops it for three.
Catch and shoot. Zero thinking. And perfect pitch, perfect rotation on the ball. Is a great shot and a huge momentum booster or continuation for us.
Mulvane will throw the ball in after the made shot from Heston. Labette County leads by 25 with a minute 20 left in the third quarter. Still want to close out this quarter strongly.
For sure, yeah.
Been all Grizzlies. In the second half, Barrett kind of got caught sleeping. His back was turned to the passer, and his man backdoored and scored.
Yeah, he lost sight of the ball, and that's what happens.
Knight in the corner, dribbles with his left hesitantly as he awaits a man to pop open. Squeezes it into Nash, who's blocked from behind by Barnes. Labette County's been jump stopping and hitting backdoor cuts along the baseline.
Briggs has had a whole lot of real pretty soft bounce passes on those back doors. He's always looking for that. It's not an easy pass to make.
Ball goes in with 50 seconds left in the third quarter, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Bates gets by, Bates scores.
I'm shocked they're not collapsing on that. He's done that to him all night long.
He's got 15. Nine seconds separates game and shot clock. A quick three for Mulvane is short. Long rebound goes back to the shooter. No, Bates picks it away. Left to right, here's Heston. Unselfish pass. Knight swerves and scores.
Having fun now, having fun. Smiles, laughter, just energy. This is the good stuff right here.
Labette County up 27 with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to the paint, more so the right elbow. Nash is going to come in and steal it with 3 seconds left in the quarter. He's got time. He'll miss. The putback by Heston is not up in time. At the end of the third quarter, Labette County leads 60-33, and that was 8 minutes of Grizzlies. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Labette County will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Your final box score total in the third quarter, Labette County 24, Mulvane 9.
Goodness, that was a statement quarter. Goodness, that's one of the best quarters I've seen from us this year.
Heston with a toughie, and it creeps over the rim and goes down.
Feeling it now, just feeling it, confident, like I said, having fun. They really are, and it feels easy when it gets like this.
Heston has 18 points tonight. Crept his way to a really nice game.
Now the defense just has so much drive and energy after playing like that offensively.
Here's a backdoor that's picked up by Heston and picked off by Bates. Left to right we streak. Mulvane has numbers. Nash won't shoot the three, but he'll drive, swerve, and score. That is, what, 6'2"?
He's too quick.
Full athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness. Timeout, Coach Argabright. Labette County leads by 31 points.
Yeah,
this is a team filled to the brim of the cup with athletic ability.
And he's so good at almost going three-quarter speed on you, kind of getting an edge, and then when you bite on that speed, he puts it into high gear and instantly he's a step or two past you. And Miss Nikki Rosenstiel and Angela Winnegar's cheerleaders are doing a nice job again tonight. I need to get a list. I know some of them,
and
but
Miss
I'm not
Nikki.
confident.
And Miss Nikki.
I thought I said Miss Nikki Rosenstiel.
I wasn't listening.
That's okay. Yeah, well, if I didn't say that, absolutely. Because the two coaches of these girls do a good job.
Yes,
so,
they do.
Appreciate them. They'll get home at midnight too, by the way.
Yeah, they're a part of this just as much as anybody else.
That's right.
A few sponsors: Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Tank Connection, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Olson Ace Hardware, the Corner Store of Altamont, Wood Insurance Center, and USD 506. Your score, Labette County 64, Mulvane 33, with 7 minutes left in the contest.
Tell you, Coach Argabright's always proud of his teams, but right now he is walking on air. He's really, really, really liking what he's seeing. Okay.
Here's a foul on a drive for Mulvane, either going to go on Heston or Nash.
Yeah.
As just a couple nights ago, you lose one at home that stung a little because it was close at the end. And then a night later, after 2 nights later, after 1 day of practice, they've forgotten more about that loss than I have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a good job of coaching them up that way. And these kids, most all these kids have been athletes since they were in second, third grade, so they've learned a lot of those lessons.
Manny Myers at the line misses his first attempt from the free throw line and makes his second perfectly. A 30-point Grizzly lead with 6 minutes to play. Is the clock running?
Yes, okay, sorry. I wasn't sure what.
Oh, okay.
Lucas, who's on our monitor.
Yeah, I need to say that more. I'm sorry, Lucas. Lucas Hayward over there running the live stream. Here's a foul on Mulvane. It is a running clock, yes. Labette County leads by 30. I wonder if 30 is the mark. So if Mulvane gets it to 28, do they stop the clock? I mean, I don't care. I was planning on being home at 12:30 anyways, so hey, why not?
Well,
if
Lucas
we get out of here early, we'll just, go eat somewhere,
Well, Lucas agreed that I get the back seat and I get to sleep on the way home. He's going to be in the front seat.
You didn't hear that, Isabel. We're not going to go out to eat. I'm coming home. Here's Briggs Knight off the inbound. High shot off the glass falls. Boy, Briggs Knight touch around the rim has been so good.
Yeah, agree. So, gosh, this has been fun. So let's soak this up.
And a blocking foul on Labette County here, up by 32 and a running clock, and 5 Grizzlies are going to check in with 5 minutes left in the game. What good time for them to play a long time in this game to learn.
Yeah, it's this is exactly how you want them to go.
First free throw is good for Lazier.
Yeah, boy, the
and
crowd's
listen to
cheering.
this.
Yeah. Goodness, talk about effort.
They get a good applause from traveling Grizzly fans there. That 5, that 7, that 8 over there, tremendous.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the 5 on the floor.
I know.
Are players too.
I know.
This will be an even game from here on out.
The 5 on the floor, Maddox, Dewey, Colton Weil, Jet Stig, who's a great point guard, Camden Good, and Braxton George. Yeah, I mean, that's a good 5.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you watch. This will be an even 4 minutes.
Mulvane will have the basketball here after a Labette County turnover to start the fresh 5 on the floor, and Colton Weil nearly gets a steal. In the corner, the ball tumbles, nearly falls down for Myers, and it'll go right back to him, and he's fouled, it looks like, and he will shoot 2.
Okay, yeah, that
Manning
didn't look like a group that just went out there to hang out. They're out there to get the rebounds, to get stops, and to score points.
I like that Coach put him in when he did.
Yeah.
First free throw's good for Manny Myers. He has 11 points on the night. One more here for Myers, and it is good to make the score 66-38 Labette County. Checking in for the Wildcats to perhaps finish the night is Grady Myers for his brother. I'm going to guess that's his brother. Here comes Colton Weil across half court, picked up by Hudson Myers. They're full of him. Weil will jump stop and give to Jet Stig, who drives, uses that body. Reverse layup's good.
Wait,
I'm telling you. Jet Stig is a good point guard.
Under and then back up through with the left hand.
Oh, yeah. Jet Stig is really good at basketball.
I'm seeing 5 good defenders out there.
3-pointers up and short. Rebound fought for, and the extra effort plus the foul is good for Parker Harland, and helped to his feet by Colton Weil.
Okay. Felt to me like we went straight up, but must have got him with the body or something.
Yeah, and I keep saying, the confirmation about Jet, because I've played with him in some church pickup games or whatnot. And, oh, man.
Sounds like he schooled you. Or what are you trying to admit publicly here, I guess? Or was he on your team?
I scored some on him. He scored some on me. He would probably nod his head to that. It looks like we have maybe a lane violation, and it'll be Labette County ball. Labette leads 68-40 with 2 minutes left in the game, running clock here in the second night of the T-Bird Classic. Our Grizzly teams will play on Saturday, girls at 11 a.m., boys to follow against Wichita Collegiate, a team that took Independence to overtime on Tuesday in the boys' game, and the Indy girls fell to Collegiate by a few points as well. Mulvane gets a steal, so should be good on Saturday as well. Here's Weil getting a steal of his own, and runs point guard here before giving it up to Camden Good.
That's what you do when you turn the ball over. You hustle back and get it back.
Good's going to drive, pull up and hit.
Then you make it.
KG12 knocks it down from the left elbow.
Yeah, 0 letdown in this game. 0. This group is playing hard too.
Listen to the Grizzly bench.
Yeah.
Egging on their 5 to play D, and a 3-pointer's missed and rebounded by Maddox Dewey.
That was great position. Man, he got up high.
A 30-point Grizzly advantage. I've played some with Maddox as well, and whenever he's hot, forget it.
Yeah.
Labette County will turn it over. Just a little loose ball there picked up by Mulvane, and here go the Wildcats. Coach Argerbright still coaching just as if his starters were in there. You got to love all of that.
That's
and here's
right.
a good backdoor and a finish for Mulvane. Hudson Myers will finish.
Yeah, that was nice. That was good play for Mulvane.
Should be the last possession of the game, unless Labette County attacks here. Grizzlies lead 70-42 with 17 seconds left, and Jet Stig's going to dribble at half court firmly, and Mulvane's going to let the clock run out. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, class there for both teams.
A 70-42 victory for Labette County in the second game of the Circle Classic to go 1-1 in the tournament and 2-1 on the season.
Man, we're good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're good. I see no holes. Sometimes you feel like your basketball team has to have a couple of guys that are 6'6" or taller. I don't know why I say that, but we're just quick and defensive and just a lot of fun and team effort, coached well. Things are really good right now in Grizzly Land.
70-42 the final. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back, Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. We are going to be joined here briefly in a moment by Coach Argabright. Got to give him a moment to speak after that dominant 70-42 win here in Mulvane. Post-game stats for you for Labette County, 9 different scorers for Coach Argabright's team. We'll start at the top and work our way down. Barrett Heston had 18 points. Kagan Bates had 15. Nolan Nash had 12, and Briggs Knight had 10. How about that? 4 players in double figures. Carson Lamb was 7. Felt like every shot he took, he made. Tucker Rush, Jet Stig, and Camden Good, all with 2 alongside Dylan Johnson. Boy, does Dylan do so much more than score.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just all those kids that scored, and I bet every one of them had steals and every one had a rebound. I mean, they all do everything. It seems to me like they'll all go get the ball, they'll all penetrate, they'll kick it out. My goodness, this early in the year to be playing like this, I'm super impressed with our efforts. That was a really well played ball game. You know, because we were up quite, a nice amount, and oftentimes it's easy to set back and then let them kind of creep back to you. We never did that.
Yeah, sometimes even at the end of the game, as Coach Argabright comes over, a team will kind of get hot and it'll look closer than it was.
Right.
That didn't even happen.
No, we took all their wind out. So here's Coach Argabright.
Let's go.
How about that, Coach? Great win.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. Opening statement from you, sir.
You know, really, really proud of the bounce back from Friday night. Quick turnaround. You got one day to practice. It's part of tournament week. And just proud of the way we came out in the second half. I thought we finished the second quarter really well. They came on a run, and we go on a 7-0 run to end it. And then we really come out in that third quarter just ready to play. So hats off to these guys. They were ready to play, and complete team effort tonight.
Yeah, it really was. And, Dad and I were just talking. Sometimes there are those lulls where the team makes a run, or even at the end of a game, it looks closer than it was. Neither of those two things happened. What was the halftime locker room speech when your team was up 12? We always talk about winning the first 4 minutes of each quarter. You got to withstand that punch. It doesn't matter if it's the first and third quarter. We talk about that the most because that's when people are fresh. So you got to win those first 4 minutes. You can't come out and go on a, we talked about if they go on a 7-0 run, it's a 5-point game just like that. Whereas if we go on a 7-0 run, it's a 19-point game. So just knowing the situation, knowing what we got to be in. But I just told them they got to come out and play just as hard as they did the first half, and I need 16 more minutes. So hats off to those guys because, in my career, this is the first time we've 30'd somebody. So and that in basketball terms, that means you're going to get a running clock. So which means our young guys are going to get off. But, I told our guys at half, make me take you off tonight. Make me pull you off. I don't want you to have to say, oh, don't get complacent like we did at Frontenac. Just go out and play and be confident in what you're doing, and they did tonight. That's a good message and mentality. The broadcaster's immediate thought is to look at the leading scorer and ask you about him. Yeah. And, Barrett's great. We can talk about him every postgame.
Yeah.
You can talk about, let's see, Dylan Johnson had 2 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I would define this team.
Yeah, I think he had the last two games. I think Dylan's had 2 points in the first 2 minutes. But the thing that we challenged Dylan on tonight was rebounding. He didn't have any defensive rebounds against Circle, and we just really challenged him. He had 2 offensive rebounds against Circle, and I couldn't even tell you how many rebounds he had tonight. But I know he had more than he did the other night. Just playing big minutes for us. Tucker Rush is playing him, and those are two are kind of splitting some minutes here where Dylan plays a little bit more than Tuck, but. I thought Tucker came in. He scores again tonight. Gets a cleanup shot there. So when one of those are in, the other's not, and they're just really complimenting each other tonight on the boards.
Yeah, you can talk about the kids that scored 2 and 5 just as much as the kids that scored 18 and 15.
Yeah.
It's too hard to talk about the individuals, so I'll let you talk about some if you want to. But the team's effort and defense, I feel like every night, that's going to be advantage Grizzlies.
Yeah.
The points. We hope so. Effort, defense is going to be advantage your team.
Yeah, that's what we preach. I mean, it's on the back of our shirts. Effort. So we really believe in that defensive side. I think we held them to 42. What was the final? Our whole goal every night is to hold them under 40. So we talked about at halftime holding them under 50. We thought we could win the game if we held them under 50. The ultimate goal was holding them under 40. So I know the varsity guys that got pulled off, I feel like we would have held them under 40. So I just really proud. I really challenged Barrett and Nolan Nash tonight, and more of attacking. Last game they both shot the ball 6 times and they were both coming off 20-point games. So I need them to be involved, and tonight they really looked to be involved. So really proud of those 2 kids. Kagan Bates had a great night again. I felt like he took care of the ball better than he did the other night. But he has the ball in his hands the most. So that's part of a point guard and taking care of the ball. So. Just really proud of that trio. They've been really playing well. And then the other one tonight that I thought hit some huge buckets in the third is Briggs Knight. Just really starting to play poised and confident and not sped up. The last year he kind of was getting the feel of 4A basketball. We've talked about that. And right now he's playing confident, poised, and he knows it's going to go in. So we talked, I think, the other night about, he's going to get involved, and he did. 10 points. So, that's the first double-digit game he's had as a Labette County Grizzly. So I can't say enough about Briggs. I thought offense, defense, he did a lot of things for us tonight. So, guys are just going to keep stepping up. But, you talked about it. For us, it starts on the defensive end. We're fast, and we know we're fast. We might be outsized each night, but we're dang sure going to play as hard as somebody each night too.
Coach, that's good stuff right there, both what you just said and what we just witnessed. Let's go get one on Saturday afternoon. Girls at 11, boys to follow. And Coach Vollmer mentioned her freshmen play after varsity.
Yes.
Are your boys the same?
No, our JV will play on Saturday. We'll play first at 11, and then we'll play varsity at 12:30 against Collegiate.
Okay. There you go. So there's kind of the rundown Saturday. We get the early slot, so go out there and watch them Saturday take on Collegiate at Circle. Coach, thanks for coming up. That's a good
Yeah,
win.
we really appreciate you guys coming up. And I know it's a school night, so a lot of people got to watch in the broadcast tonight. So we hope to see you on Saturday, and if you can't be there, we got 2 home games next week. So come out and support these boys. They're playing their butts off. So can't say enough about the boys tonight. They really played hard. Hope to see you on Saturday, and go Grizzlies.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Jack.
Safe travels, sir. That's a good one right there. Coach Bradley Argabride of the Labette County Grizzlies, 2-1 on the season. Win it tonight, 70-42. Again, one last time, Labette County will play 11 a.m. girls on Saturday. Pregame show live about 10:45 a.m., and the boys will play afterwards. For Jack Leak and Lucas Hayward, my name's Jack Leak saying good night from Mulvane, Kansas. Have a good night, Grizzly fans.